All right, bro, we're just going to go live with this.
Gonna go live, yeah?
We're live. We're just
here.
rolling. We're here. I don't even know what camera to look in because we're trying a new setup thanks to James today.
Boy,
Hopefully,
don't thank me if this goes wrong.
well, look, you get your flowers if it goes right. So, guys, what we're trying now is hopefully a new angle on James so it looks like he's speaking to me and not looking away from me. But before we actually get cracking with this, all I want to say is, guys, apology. In fact, also, we're wearing the headphones. So we're real technical right now.
Feels technical.
Yeah, it makes us feel special.
It feels poddy.
Poddy, there you go. There's a new word. And yeah, so there's been a long overdue kind of wait for this podcast or a podcast to pop up. And I know it's been my excuse every single time, but it's kind of still my excuse that I'm so busy focusing on the automotive side, trying to bring you guys the maddest content that, yeah, I've kind of been neglecting the podcast or have been neglecting the podcast. But it was one of my New Year's resolutions to get this popping again, and I've set aside time for it now. So hopefully the guests will be forthcoming, and hopefully I'll be giving you this more consistently because consistency is key.
100%.
When it comes to anything. So we're just going to roll with it. Now, we've got a very special guest in the building today, and he goes by the name of... In fact, I'll let you introduce yourself, bro.
You need to stop calling me my government name.
Okay, just in case. Who's watching? The FBI, yeah?
JD.
All right, cool. So
you don't like calling me JD.
All right. Let's just break this down, yeah? Your name's James, yeah? And your second name's Alan. Where'd you get a D from?
Last name's Alan.
Where'd you get the D from?
That's my middle name.
So who has ever, apart from you... You know them man,
Everyone
yeah?
calls me JD.
You know them man, yeah? To make up their own... nickname
Like,
and expect people to call them that. No one's ever called him JD. He just thinks it sounds nice when he's speaking to girls.
Everyone calls me JD, man. Everyone calls me JD.
No one calls him JD, but he tells everyone calls him JD to make people call him JD, but still no one calls him JD.
Like, I'll be out in the gym. Everyone be like, yo, JD. Yo,
and you forget to turn around, bruv.
Saw you on gassed. Yo, what about that car? I'm like, yo, I don't even know about that car.
Move from me, man. Yeah, don't take no...
Come on, no pictures.
No pictures.
It don't help when I wear your hoodie as well. It don't help.
All right, cool. So what are we going to title this? JD then, yeah? Just JD.
Yeah, from now on, JD.
But anyone who knows you is going to be like...
But my Instagram's
I saw
JD.
someone like you on an Instagram, on a YouTube thumbnail, but it said JD, so I didn't think it was you.
But my Instagram's JD as well.
But no one knows it's you. How much followers you got?
Oh, nothing big. I'm not big on that. I'm not big on the Instagram thing. Just...
Because you're using the wrong name, bro. It's like me calling myself Alex, bro.
If I put myself man like James.
Call yourself man like James.
Yeah.
You can do. It'll be more real. But anyway, listen. Man like James or JD or James Allen. What's your middle name so we can rinse out your full government?
My full... Nah, actually, I'll give my full name. That's right.
The tax man will be onto you right now, bro. The door will get kicked off. But anyway, listen. So, obviously, you're not a... Let's say you're not in the public eye, which a lot of people have been when they come on to the podcast. Yeah. And you're also perhaps, well, you're not a car guy. So this is almost like, you know, it's a bit of a strange one. However, with this podcast and moving forward, we're wonderful people. Anyone with a story, you know, can come on, if that makes sense. Yeah. And you ain't got much of a story either. But you are weird.
I mean, I'm just me, man.
All right, cool. And that's the thing. That's the main thing. You're my boy. Let's just get to let's just, you know, say it how it is. You're my boy. We went to Texas together, right? And you've also been in many a video.
The thing is, people think that I'm a car guy.
Who? Like who?
Like, I bump into people all the time. And I always tell you, like, yo, someone, like, want me to say hello, you know what I mean? And they always think, like, oh, yo, Jamie's car. I'm like, bro, I'm honestly that guy on the show that you see. I don't know nothing about cars. Nothing. I couldn't tell you what car I have. I swear down. Like, tell me if I'm right. I'm going to try and... It's a BMW 2 Series.
It's 2 Series, yeah. Hang on, wait. Stop. If I said no, your car's not a 2 Series.
I would have said 1 Series.
And you would have believed me.
I would have said 1 Series coupe, if that is the thing.
It used to be a thing.
Okay. That's what I would have said.
Actually, funny enough, you have the new version of a 1 Series.
Yeah, but that's what I would have said if you said it wasn't the 2 Series.
That's mad though. All right, cool. Keep going.
And what is it, a 2.1 litre?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. No, I don't know.
It's a 2... What does it say on the back? What does the badge say? I think it says 218D. I think it's all right, cool. All right, so trim level, yeah? Or engine spec or whatever, right? 218D would, and again, now people are going to say, Jamie, you're not a car guy. But I'm pretty sure when it comes to the diesel engines, they don't make a 1.8. They don't make a 1.8. So yours is a 2 litre, right? That is basically detuned or hasn't got as much power as the 220D, sorry.
Right.
Which would...
Actually, I think mine does say 220D.
Does it?
I think so. Yeah.
If it says 220D, then
Yeah.
then it's 220D.
But the thing is, I grew up on like PlayStation games, man.
But so did everyone. But is it
like
most people?
Marvel and all that stuff. That's what I'm into.
So that's when I didn't.
Yeah.
That's the difference between us. But what I will say about your car is I've been out in your car and I think it's been mapped.
Yeah.
It's very quick. It's very quick for a diesel. Like, you know, I mean, not even taking anything away from diesel. From a 220, it's not even M Sport. It's like a Sport or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that matters, but it seems to me very talky and very quick for what it says on the back.
It's, to be fair, remember my M Sport?
You had a 1 Series coupe.
Yeah.
M Sport. Yeah.
I feel like they're the same speed.
And
that was the 1.8. I know everything
1.8.
Yeah.
Petrol.
Actually, hold up.
No, it was a 120D. I'm so sure of it. Your white one that you stacked.
Boy.
Man said he's so sure of it, and now he's just questioning.
I didn't stack it, by the way.
So what? How did it get crashed?
Someone crashed into me.
No, I don't think that's how it went.
Someone crashed into me.
Bro, it takes 2 to tango.
No, someone crashed. You're thinking about Peugeot.
Ah. Okay.
Peugeot stacked.
Okay, cool. All right, fair play. Anyway, long story short, you are not a car guy,
No.
but you're unapologetically a car guy, which is why I think people like you on the channel. Because you're not like, you know, look, everyone who is on an automotive channel, they automatically feel that in a time of pressure, they have to perhaps act like they know what they're fucking talking about. Or even, you know, just chat shit, even when they've just Googled the specs on a car and act like they know what they're talking about to make the video. But like, for instance, when I ask you a question, and when people ask you a question, you're like, I don't fucking know. But you know what I love about you, and I think what hopefully the audience love about you too, is the fact that you're still there. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Half of me thinks you're not even trying to know what's going on, but you're still enjoying the atmosphere.
Because I like cars. I'm more like the way they look though. Because if you notice, I'm always saying to you like say when we go down to like the car shows, I'm always interested in the ones that either got the banging speakers or I'm like, yo, that car's sick, and you're like, bro, that car's not really.
Yeah, I mean, and that's that because I'm so entrenched in the scene now. I know what perhaps is overdone. I know what everyone's got. I know what, for instance, there might be an alloy wheel that looks sick, and the first time you see it, man's like, what? That's it. But you know what? Someone clocked that 3 years ago, and everyone's got those wheels, but that's just the first set that you see.
To me, it's just like, yeah, that looks sick.
But that's cool because that's an outsider's perspective, and I guess that's what us car guys kind of want people to think. I think, even when their car might not be the craziest on the scene.
So say there's a nice car, I'll look at it and be like, that's a nice car. Where you're looking at it like, yo, what has this got? What turbo's this got? What speed? You know what I mean?
Yay and nay.
I don't think of any of those kind of things at all.
Yeah. No, yes and no. I can appreciate, bro, listen, when it comes to cars, you can be bougie about cars, and you can, like, for instance, you could see a Vauxhall Corsa or something like that, and you could turn your nose up automatically because you're a supercar guy, right? Or, from my perspective, how I look at it is, you know, if I see that Vauxhall Corsa, if it's a VXR or whatever, it's like the top model, I'll be saying, what's under the bonnet? Like, you know what I mean? Tell me about it, because I can respect it. Yeah. Because I love all things motoring. That's why my channel has all the weird and wonderful. Yeah. But some people are bougie. But from your point of view, just looking in and enjoying a car's looks and perhaps sounds or whatever like that, that's a good way to be. And to still want to be around the scene just for that is good. Because some people get really deep into it. Yeah, and there's a lot of...
even when I'm going to buy a car, like, you're the first person I come to, and I'll see a nice car, and I'll send it to you like, yo, and you'll be like, no, this ain't the one.
Do you know what it is? It's either it's not the one or it's not the one for you, bruv. Because you're going to kill yourself.
I'll just choose any car that looks good. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the way to be.
Is it though?
For you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But because
even my car now, you helped me choose that. And like you said, like, what doesn't look embarrassing on the road?
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, look, it's easy for me to say you just need any car that you're happy with. But when you've got someone who's so deep into the scene as me, as your best pal, it's a little bit like, bro, you need to check that with me before you take the move.
Yeah, don't get that.
But at the same time, you don't need to be balling out on a mad whip because you're not in the scene like that. You know what I mean? It would just perhaps be a waste of money unless you love that car.
In fact, you've helped me get all my cars, actually.
Bro,
apart from Peugeot.
Thank you. Yeah, just make sure that
was my first car, innit? But yeah, you helped me get the 1 Series as well. Yeah.
Did we?
The Merc.
Did I help you get the 1 Series?
Remember, I chose a few cars before that, and you was like, nah, this one's got the big spec. Remember that car had every spec?
Yeah, vaguely.
That had everything. I love that car.
How did you crash it?
Someone into me. Someone came out on the road and just,
And you smashed into?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Do you know what's so crazy, right? I don't even want to jinx it because I'm overdue a crash. I'm way overdue a crash. No, but hear this. I've never crashed.
Yeah, don't put that in the atmosphere.
No, and I'm not.
Yo, where's Wood?
Bro, get that juju away, bro. Do your voodoo, bro. But what I mean is, most people at some point in their life has stacked a car. And that's just how it goes. I've been driving since I was 19 because I just come off the ban. And then I was 19 and got in a car and I ain't stacked a whip since. I've been crashed into. I've been in a car crash.
You used to
but
drive.
I weren't driving.
You used to drive peds before as well, no?
Used to ride peds. I crashed hell around.
You must have done the wiggly death.
Oh, yeah. Bikes too.
Yeah.
You're flying and your front wheel hits a pothole or something.
Yeah.
And I stacked so many bikes.
Don't put that in the universe, man.
I got a ban on a bike.
Yeah.
Because I used to just do a madness. But yeah, no, what I'm saying is that I haven't had a crash, which is crazy. And I'm not trying to put it in the universe. I hope that if I crash, well, look, actually, I'm not even talking about crashing. Not with what I do. That don't happen. But
when I'm in the passenger seat with you, I feel comfortable anyway. Like, even though, like, when I get scared when I'm in the passenger seat with you, it's more of the other drivers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh man, if one of these cars is trying to overtake the other, it's over.
And do you know what? You can be the best driver in the world.
Yeah.
And that shit can happen.
Yeah, of course.
So that's a reality.
Yeah.
But the difference is when I'm in a car with you, I'm just scared I'm going to die. Regardless, bro.
All right, let's settle this once and for all. Am I a bad driver? What do I do wrong?
All right, cool. So in my perception, there's bad drivers.
Yeah.
There's careless drivers.
Right.
And then there's people who shouldn't be on the road. And I think you're a little bit careless.
Right. Doing what though? What do I do?
I just don't think you've got the skills.
But like, in what though?
You're just
like going around corners, driving straight.
You're just a bit loose with it. Your technique's all wrong in my eyes. Not that you should have you should have a technique to drive a car.
The only thing
it's scary.
The only thing you pulled me up for, I think, was in actually probably one of the first videos we did when we drove your Golf, and you was like, when you brake, still like drive.
All right, cool. Well, this is a thing that anyone would do, and myself too, in a predicament where you need to brake. Yeah. You're braking, you're coming on the brakes hard into a corner and trying to turn.
Yeah.
You're going to unsettle the back end.
Yeah.
And you've done that a few times, but everyone does that.
Yeah.
In a time of panic.
So apart from that, then
I
drive a big old van, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Look, it's in good condition.
I don't know about that, bro. I haven't checked it lately. But anyway, listen, I'm not saying you're a terrible driver. Yeah. All I'm saying is that when I'm in a car with you and you give me the look and you start trying to do a madness, yeah, I'm like, bro, I know you're not used to the madness. People will know what I'm talking about. When someone who's not used to driving like a G or whipping, like, you know what I mean, is on the throttle hard trying to do a thing, it's like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? But again, there's an element of me not being in control. And I've been in the car with many, this is what I do, innit? They drive me first, and then I drive, right? But most people that come on my channel, they're used to fast cars, innit? Okay. Or not everyone can drive like sick, but I haven't seen anyone who isn't used to the whip.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I went out in a rear wheel drive car with you and I just said, do your thing, James, yeah? Like, you're the kind of guy who would give it too much throttle coming out of a corner and kick the arse end out by accident because you don't know that's what happens.
Oh, no.
Bruv, don't even say that because I don't know if the video's dropped yet. I don't even know when this is going live, yeah? But you know what? In fact, this podcast will go live after the last video of Texas. Because it just makes sense, innit? There's no point in going live before it.
I'm a good driver.
So it could go live. So let's
don't put that narrative.
Do you know what?
We
We can't delve into that. I think we need to take it back to the beginning because this is what perhaps this podcast is about. I just wanted to, look, we had such a good time in Texas. And for people who don't know what I'm talking about, Texas 2K, TX2K 2022, which is like pretty much described as the Super Bowl of car racing. Everything crazy, as crazy as it gets. All the fastest cars from around America meet in Texas, Houston Raceway, for a 4-day event, basically, in which they battle it out. But there's 2 different things that go on at the event. It's roll racing, 2 days of roll racing, and 2 days of drag racing.
Yep.
And it's just the craziest. It's the craziest kind of accumulation of craziness, basically. And we were invited out there by TRC, and yeah, honourable shout to TRC right now because I'm rocking their top.
Nice guys, man.
And I think that's where we should probably start because people like it's like all of a sudden like Jamie's this UK YouTuber, and you know people who are like true like OG day one fans will see me come from you know a few thousand views to 100,000 views to some of my videos hitting 1 million and whatever plus, and just seeing that elevation. And then obviously we as a UK and perhaps other countries, and I can't speak for everyone, but would look at American car YouTubers because everything is bigger and better in America.
Yeah, 100%.
Or kind of seen as the pinnacle guys. They're the guys, like, you know what I mean? So if you're connected with them or whatever, it's like, rah, you're onto something, like you're doing something. And I feel like what happened between me and TRC, like more so Javier, for the people who don't know, TLC is a car channel. It's that racing channel from America. They've been going for a long time, about 10 years I want to say. And if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but unless they've deleted some videos, I think they started by basically taking girls wearing bikinis for passenger rides.
That's how I'm going to start my new YouTube channel.
That's genius, yeah?
I'm going to take your Porsche.
You ain't taking my Porsche, bro.
I'm going to take your Porsche. I'm going to go down to Brighton, get some girls from the seaside.
Brighton, bro. You're going to pick up some.
And we're just going to go. Put a camera in there.
Do you know what, though? Yeah, this is what I wonder, yeah? That was his recipe. And I'm pretty sure it was Javier who started that. But the camera was never on him. It's just purely on the gal.
Yeah.
Which is so smart, right?
Yeah.
And he's just zipping it. And the videos are really short from memory, like 4 or 5 minutes. People got 4 or 5 minutes to spare. Yeah. Especially looking at some titties. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Like, you know what I mean? But his videos are getting like 10 million views. Like mad. And I'm wondering now, I ain't seen that since.
I'm going to steal the recipe.
Why is no one doing this?
I'm stealing this.
Would it work in 2022? Because we got to remember, if he's doing these videos 10 years ago, 8 years ago, it's a different climate.
Titties is still relevant, right?
Yeah, but it's like, would that be your... Things are more PC now. People are more woke. Oh, you're showing titties.
Yeah.
So why aren't you showing a man's chest?
This could come out. I can wear a vest.
Nah, but we want to see skin.
No.
You see what I'm saying, blood?
Too much.
Let's not go into that. You see what I'm going with it? Do you see what I'm saying, though? Could it run the same way? Would you get demonetized?
I don't think it'll go that deep.
Yeah, no, I threw in a proper curveball.
Yeah,
but I definitely think,
mad curveball.
Yeah, I just went there. I definitely think there's some things that could work 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Just can't run now. And that's why, like, look, if
it could still work, man.
It could, but you have to implement it right. But listen,
them videos where they're just picking up girls like on the road. They're like, oh, can I get your number? I'm like, no. And then they jump inside a Lamborghini. Oh, can I get your number now? They still work.
No, see, this is what I was about to say. They worked they got views.
Yeah.
They got hella views when it was the first time. First few times, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But once that's a played out
I
idea.
understand.
That format's been done.
I get you.
So it's like, all right. But I guess if a girl, there's always new girls coming onto the scene with big titties.
You're right, but that got rinsed, though, by like everybody. And like you said, that recipe of just driving a girl like wearing like a bikini or whatever, I only got done once.
No, that's so. I know we've kind of went off on a tangent, but TRC is the only people who I've seen do it. But look, if you Google YouTube girls getting driven in bikinis, I'm sure there's a whole thing dedicated to that. I don't know. You need to, bro. You should be doing your homework. This is your new business venture.
If I get the blessing from him, I'm gonna do it. Still.
But he don't do it no more. He don't do it no more. That's going back to it, right? That's where he started. Yeah. So he started by doing that. Genius. Like, you know what I mean? And again, I wasn't following him back that far, you know? It was more so only when I come onto the scene 4 years or so ago, when you start becoming aware of who else is doing what. And by then, I'm pretty damn sure he was just doing his big features. Yeah. But anyway, so these boys have been on the scene for a long time. Excuse me if I'm getting it wrong, but I want to say it's about 10 years.
Before we carry on, would you call that clickbait?
No.
A formal clickbait?
No, because you've seen them tease.
But would you call it like a form, like some?
No, that's real. Yeah. Clickbait is when you got the bikini on in the thumbnail picture, and you click on it and she's wearing a polo neck.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's when the clickbait is. But same way you might watch it just in case at some point she takes it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not saying that's what I do. Like, you know what I mean? Would do. Like, but just mentally thinking. Clickbait is when you say, I
when I
crashed
say-
my car.
I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
When I'm saying clickbait, I'm using it in the way of like you're just trying to get views.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you call it like that? Like
No,
just trying
no. I think that's like, because clickbait is false advertisement. Yeah.
Yeah.
But bro, you're getting what it says on the tin.
That's true. True.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, with that said, anyway, these guys have been going for like 10 years and they're very well renowned and respected in the car scene in America, the UK, and across the world. So they've been doing it and they've got hella videos out there, some amazing videos. They concentrate on car reviews and a lot of drag racing and racing stuff. And also Javier has, I believe, and again, excuse me if I'm talking out of term, he's got the fastest R32 GTR in America. Street GTR, I'm not 100% sure, but it's savage. Anyway, it was organic. The link up was really organic. I was following them. They must have been following me on my YouTube, and I didn't know. And now and again, I would get a little comment from TRC. And when you're a YouTube creator that's certified, verified, a bit like, you know, Instagram, you get the blue tick. It's not such a thing on YouTube, but you get a little circle, a grey circle with a little tick in it. So you know when a real like TRC or whoever is commenting. And also you get like, for instance, when you're looking in YouTube studios, you get your comments. So you can see where people have commented. But when a verified person comments, there's a subcategory to that that alerts you. One verified person has commented. You can click on it and see. So from memory, and I can't remember how it went, but this might have started a year ago. See a little comment from them. Oh, that's savage. I'm like, oh yeah, they're watching.
Which video was that?
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't even tell you. But it might have been something to do with my Integra. Okay. But I might be wrong. But anyway, then it's like, oh wow. Because like to me even, like, well, I say to me even, to me, they're big in the game. So getting that, oh shit, the reach is reaching them. And they like it enough to comment. Because when you're commenting off a personal page, you're making a statement. Yeah. You know, like from my main account, you can't just comment on anything. You can, but you're kind of a little bit more reserved with it. Because, for instance, well, if it's a car thing, you could, but you probably wouldn't comment from your car channel on a non-car thing because then, I don't know. It
must make you feel like you're doing something right from, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. But again, doing something right is all perception. So he might have been feeling my thing, or they might have been feeling my thing. But anyway, that's enough for me. Anyway, and likewise, when I'd see their cool video, I thought, okay, let me show some respect back and drop a comment. And then every time when someone like comments, like if I'm commenting on their channel, they comment on my channel, you'll get a few people comment under. Oh no, like shout out to like, can't believe TRC are watching, or you guys should do a collab. And it's like, in the back of her head, it's like, all right, bro, like 5,000 miles away from each other or wherever, like, you know what I mean? It'd be great, but I don't see it happening. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so Javier was also building a 4-wheel drive turboed Honda. It's not a DC5 because what we have is different from them. It's basically the same car, but it's labeled up as something different. So it's a Honda RSX, whereas mine is a Honda DC5 Integra Type R. But they're the same car. Kind of, I think.
You see a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But the car people will know this one. But so basically, we're building similar cars now. So now we're both kind of community.
Hold up. Is this the one with the fire?
What?
Spitting out of it.
Yeah, my Integra. Yeah, there you go.
Come on, I'm learning.
Do you know what's mad?
Come on.
You've driven that car?
Yeah.
You drove it when it was
You want to let me drive it again?
No.
Come on, bro.
No.
Is this what I'm
Do you know how much money's in that car?
It doesn't matter.
No. Bro, I don't even want to drive it. Bro, is that bad?
I'll tell you what, just quick, like, side for you. Like, when I first drove it, scary, bro.
Yeah, it's scary car.
And I don't mind driving cars fast.
That's a front wheel drive. That was when it was front wheel drive at about 460 brake. Yeah. But it's a light car. And it's very, you're very encapsulated in something that it hasn't got the, like your BM.
Yeah.
Everything's soft touch, nice, and no rattles. Like in that, it's just a man.
The thing about that, I'm not gonna say how fast I was going, but I was going the speed limit.
Yeah, tearing. Private road.
But like, it feels like it's once you get to that limit, it feels like it's kind of levitating off the floor. I can't explain it. It feels loose.
Do you know what you're probably feeling?
The steering wheel feels loose.
Do you know what it is? It's the boost.
And it starts like, I can't explain. It starts like
shaking.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a high revving car. It's a high revving car. So it revs for days. Yeah. And what you've got is you've got a big turbo on it. So there's like, you put your foot down and there's a build up, and then the boost comes in.
Yeah, it's
So it's
crazy.
like, what? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
And then it
yeah.
spins up the wheels.
But then it goes.
Yeah. So what you're doing when it goes, like, basically.
But it feels like you're floating to the next lane. It's like, what is going on?
Because the wheels light up.
Yeah.
So you're spinning the wheels.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And what will happen is it will hit the red line, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And because I had the screamer coming out the bonnet, it will hit the red line and go, like, building up to the red line, you start seeing flames coming out the screamer.
Yeah.
So it will go, and then let off a mad, and that's when you're changing gear.
That's when I slowed down. I'm like,
exactly. Because it gets scary. Because that's when things start taking off.
I'll tell you
and
what,
you got to drive it.
That's probably the only car I didn't actually like. Even you driving it, I was like, nah, get me out.
It's sketchy.
It's
sketchy.
Scary, bro.
But do you know what? At that time, when we were driving it, the geo on it was horrible. So the alignment on it was horrible. Like, I had to take it to my boy Gio by look after. But my suspension also had yellow speed coilovers. I know you don't know what that means, but basically it's the suspension.
Yeah.
The shock absorbers or something. I can't remember. The front or back was seized. So the geo was all over the place. They were seized, bro. And also, from a previous turbo kit being fitted, the downpipe had hit one of the steering arms. The steering arms on full lock, and it bent it out of position. And sometimes. So
you were driving it.
It's so weird. It's like it rotated, So sometimes the steering's straight, and then you'll drive around a little bit, and you'll get back at straight, and your wheel will be like that driving straight. Yeah, so it's really weird, and we couldn't work that out. But basically, we found out that the downpipe was fouling the.
But honestly, out of all the cars you've ever had, that car right there, scary, bro.
Hear this now, Going off again on a bit of a tangent, Now, if you're used to cars like your BM, cars like my Golf R, and you get used to that, don't get me wrong, they go fast in a straight line. Fairly easy to drive though. Put your foot down. All you got to do is brake, really. Like, you know what I mean? And then you hop in something like that. Now, don't that make you feel on edge?
Yeah, of course.
But for a petrol head and someone who loves having to drive a car and get scared when they go out it's an event, right?
Yeah.
That's what you'd gravitate towards. No, maybe.
Not that one. Anything else but that.
Why
That, like I said, bro, that one.
Because it's scary.
Yeah, but
it was a bit. The setup right then was a bit mad. Yeah, it will snatch you across the lane.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
But that's
and it actually felt like the bolts were coming out of the car. I swear down. Like, everything was just like, I can't explain. It's like you was literally in a spaceship, just like. Yeah. And it was just sliding across the other lanes. Like, it was crazy.
You know what's crazy too, Like,
and the fire didn't help.
Yeah.
The fire,
when you're the passenger, you can't see nothing.
Yeah.
You can't see.
The fire don't help.
But you know what's crazy? Like, and this ain't me just being biased or saying anything, Do you see my Honda, That's one of the more, like, certified together builds.
Yeah.
Even then, like, you know what I mean? Bro, they only get worse. Like, you know what I mean?
Which car? That car's faster than the Blue Devil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the people who don't know what the Blue Devil is,
and the Supra,
the Cupra.
I swear it's a Supra.
It's called a Cupra.
Oh, my bad.
But do you know what? We're going to get into something, actually, because I haven't even told you. But I'm not going to do it yet. I'll find time in this podcast to tell you. But people will know by now. But when we're videoing this, no one actually knows, including yourself, because I've kept it quite quiet. But anyway, so yeah, the Integra now. So going back to how it made you feel. Now, again, you're not entrenched in this life. Going out driving cars and getting a raw feeling perhaps might not be for you. But you know, it's like, let me put it in your terms. You know when you've had so much pum-pum or whatever, it's all the same until you find that pum-pum that's mad. It's a bit crazy. Do you know what I mean? And you find that one is just crazy. Yeah? You're like, okay.
That's the one you like.
Yeah. There you go.
Until it gets a bit too crazy.
I've driven, exactly. Yeah. But I've driven many cars. I've driven crazy cars. And the first time I drove a boosted front-wheel drive Honda, I was like, oh, wow. So this is why people like Hondas. And then next thing you know, boom, I've got Honda. Anyway, so you kind of experienced it, but perhaps maybe put in a non-car guy way.
Yeah.
But would hopefully be relatable to a car guy who's looking for that buzz. But now, anyway, going back to it, mine and Javier's cars, both going four-wheel drive. So that scattiness that would pull you across the lane, hopefully should be eradicated a little bit, because it's four-wheel drive now. So it's like, it's not only trying to grip with the front wheels, it's gripping with the rear. So it keep you going forward as opposed to, like, you know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, that's how we kind of got more connected when it come to, I guess, commenting on each other's and just following each other's progression. And then started following each other on Instagram, and it's more of a personal thing then. Like, you know, TLC started following me, I started following them, commenting on posts or whatever. Then Javier started following me from his personal account, commenting. little DM here, little DM. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like, how are you doing?
It's nice.
It's a love story, isn't it?
It's a love story.
But you know, it's organic thing. It was never
Bromance.
anyone. It was never anyone reaching out and saying, "Yo, are you going to be here? Because I'm coming out. Let's link up."
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But it was more of a friendship, cool, blah, 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 interested in people's progression. Anyway, and then it got to a point where I think he commented on something saying something about build. I commented back. Someone said, we should collab. He goes, yeah. And I was like, I'm down. And it was like, that was the first time we both said. And the next thing on the DMs.
It got to the point in the romance where you had to link up.
Yeah. We had to link up. See if I was getting catfish. But yeah, long story short, then trading numbers, speaking, blah, blah, blah. And at first it was like, yeah, I should come out. And I was like, where should, because he's from Florida. And he's like, but listen, if you're going to come out for the first time, meet me in Texas. Because that's where it goes down, TX2K. And I'd heard of TX2K, but weren't really too familiar with it. Which I'm sure a lot of, what's the word? Car scene casuals, people who ain't too deep into it, don't really fuck with it. You know what I mean? It's not in there. It's not on the radar. So when he said that, I was like, all right, cool. So I'd done my research and I was like, oh shit, this is it. So anyway, we spoke a few times prior. He was just kind of patterning me up, just saying, all right, cool. So this is how it runs out there. Like, don't go and try and do this. This is what we do. It's this, that. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so yeah, massive shout out to him anyway, because he didn't owe me nothing. You know what I mean? And to invite me out and actually be a fan of the channel, like officially gassed, and just such a humble guy. His channel's massive. Like, you know what I mean?
Cool.
But he's a human being, bro.
Yeah.
And the team too. Like they were with,
all cool.
Do you know what? Yeah, they were with 8 guys. Did you know that? We only saw 4, right? I'm pretty sure. Sorry if he's watching this.
Including him, there was 5.
Okay, so there was 3 other people then. Yeah. No, there was 4. There was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 4 that we saw.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. And do you know what? I feel terrible, but I forgot all of their names.
Yeah.
But you had the white guy with the long hair, with the glasses.
Yeah.
You had the smaller guy who's kind of Hispanic looking, and a slightly taller version of him that was Hispanic.
Yeah.
But I might have been wrong, yeah. But I was speaking to Javier after, like,
there was 8 of them.
Yeah, I think they had people posted up solely video
just for the strip.
on the strip.
Okay.
So they come with an 8-man team.
But
yeah,
and there's us,
bro.
2-man team.
This is it. Like, let's be real, yeah. This is why I rate you, yeah. Because right, I've got to go into it, yeah. For one, you're not a car guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Man just pulled up at the most hardcore car event in the world. There's men out there who are hardcore in the UK will never touch or see that ever. You don't even care about cars, and you're there supporting, man.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? But on top of that, yeah. Well, sorry, that's wrong. You don't care about cars. You like cars, yeah, but not like that, yeah. And on top of that, man's throwing you the camera.
Yeah,
I said, bro,
when you did that, I was like, boy, like, I wanted to. I always like to help.
Yeah.
But when
it's helping, and then you're working for that now.
Yeah, when you said like, I was like, oh, okay, like this is getting a bit. And the thing is, when we met them, there's me with like the camera with a little muff on it, and then there's you with like, you know what I mean, the gimbal thing, and then there's them with like gimbal machines. I'm just like, yo,
8-man team,
like,
and they're saying to us, and they got the fucking golf cart, they got all the things there. Yeah, and they're saying to us, they're like, yeah, it's hard for us to capture it all, yeah? And there's me and you standing like, oh shit. You don't even know how to work the camera, yeah? And the thing is, yeah, like, I'm not a techie person, but I've adopted the tech and I know what I know.
Well, you know,
but I don't know too much more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So when shit was going wrong with the camera, a certain time you would press a button, I'm like, bro, I don't even know what you press.
Yeah.
So then I'm trying to work it out. But it basically, long story short, so much to capture, and every day was a shift for both of us, like an overtime shift. But anyway, let's bring it back now. So anyway, we obviously arranged to go out. We went out, but it was never a thing like we're gonna be going out. Or I never wanted it to be a thing like we're going out and man's gonna be hanging around with the TRC boys the whole time out there. It's like space. We're all men. Yeah. We're going out to Texas for the first time. We're gonna do our thing. You know what I mean? They're on their thing. They're very busy. They're not even there for the whole time we're there. Anyway, they're driving over from LA, and they're like there for the event like a day prior and a day after, where we were there for 2 weeks. So anyway, like bro, the experiences we had out there were absolutely crazy, and I don't think, in fact, we'll go there. But let's talk about the plane journey on the way there too, because that was actually quite funny. Yeah, man got buoyed up by the big black African woman. Tell him about that.
You know what it was? Like, we're sitting there now.
In fact, hang on. Sorry, I keep butting in. I know I'm talking hella amounts. You was all on the, yeah, Jay, let's do the business class thing, man. I'm like, bruv, the business class thing. You know how much this trip's costing me already? You're like, bro, there's only one way to fly. It's business class, bro. Trying to make me feel bad.
All right, look, I'm just going to give the short version of that story, yeah? So, I'm into, like, stocks and that. And, yeah, the war messed me up a little bit. So, that's that story ended. Anyway, we got normal seats in the end. And I'm sitting next to this woman, and she's hench.
Your middle seat.
Yeah, I'm
middle seat, middle row.
And you know, like, we all get our armrest.
Yeah.
And she's taking both of them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
And you're in between.
Yeah.
And I wasn't making it easy for you, bro.
Yeah, you were just trying to wire me up. I don't know what you were doing. So I'm thinking, man, I just want to watch TV. The TV. Yeah.
Let's have TV.
Watch TV. And every time she moved, I would just quickly slip my arm there. But then she was trying to. Yeah, you know when you move and someone's got the arm there, you just like, all right, cool. You just let her slide. Like, she was trying to literally move me off, and I'm like, this is mad now. Yeah. And at one point I said, you know what? No.
You looked at me, you said,
this is enough. This is enough now. I put my arm there and I was planting
firm with it.
Yeah, planting it, the whole thing. And she was sitting like this.
And she's wedged too, bro. She was sitting like that.
Big, bro. She was sitting
big, like fresh African woman who's like on beef.
She had a couple of dumplings that morning for breakfast, bro.
Yeah.
She was sitting there and I'm just, oh man. And then I moved and her arm was just planted.
You went toilet in it and you come back and she
just planted
cemented that.
She was just cemented. Trust me, I couldn't move her. Oh, she was like the Thing from Fantastic Four. And yeah, luckily we found some seats at the back.
Hang on, we stood up and the whole of the back of the plane was empty.
Yeah, I remember now because I still was faint in my head. We went to we stood up and the back of the plane was all empty. And then I checked it out. I said, like, yo, James, come around the back. So we just literally had the whole back to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then she walked past us a few times. Yeah. Because there were like the toilets there or whatever. And then we thought, at the end of the plane journey, we went back to our seats.
Yeah. Because our baggage was still there.
You remember what she asked me?
That's what I mean. This is the killer. This is the voyage. But this was a voyage, bruv. I worked this out. It's a voyage.
This woman had the cheek to ask me, oh, excuse me, are you two gay? What? And the thing was, you know when you're in shock, you don't know what to say.
You had to be polite about it.
Yeah, I was just like,
oh no.
Yeah. But then when I deeped it, I was like, here's how my brain went. I was like, even if I am, why is it your business? Yeah, why are you asking me?
But then you asked, yeah? Or I asked. And I said, why'd you say that, yeah? And she goes, I thought you guys went to the back for petting. To pet.
I remember now. Yeah, she's rude.
She's rude. A boy.
She's rude.
Like, who are you?
She's rude.
Asking, am I like?
And I was so taken back by it. I was like, what? Who asks that?
If that's your flavour, if that's what you like, that's what you like, yeah? But why are you asking them?
Yeah, do you?
Bro, that was a blatant voyage. She was like, oh, like she just said it in a nice way. Like you're gay.
You know what annoys me though? Like I always do this. Yeah, you know when someone says something to you, you don't have like the reply. I always think later on, I should have said that. Man. Should have said that. I had so many replies for her.
But you know what? Yeah, same way. Yeah, we're pulling up to fucking foreign ground. Yeah, we don't know why she go in Texas on her own. Yeah, her boyfriend with a big gun could be picking her up from the fucking. Like you know what I mean?
The laws out there.
Man could get shot straight off the plane, bro.
We were going to, what was it, Randall's. That's like the Tesco's.
Randall's, yeah, I think it was Randall's.
See a man with a big rifle strap on their back, the big ting. Thinking, what is going on?
That's the thing with Texas, yeah. It's like, it's not a touristy place. At least for someone coming from another country.
We were staying in. I booked it as well.
We were staying in the hood.
Yeah.
But you know what, right? So going back to that, the gun laws in Texas are mad. For people who don't know about the gun laws, it's an open carry state, which basically means, and again, apologies if I'm wrong, but I believe you can hold a gun on show on you.
You're
right?
Yeah.
So you could walk around with an AK on your back, And you know,
have you ever seen that guy with a rifle on his back? He had American shoes on.
American shoes, bro?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What's an American shoe?
He just had the flag on it, on his shoes.
Oh,
he had a rifle on his back in Randall's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't see it.
Are you sure you
100%, bro. He had a rifle on his back.
All right, cool. And this is the thing, yeah? So man's have got straps like that, yeah? And then do you know what else? Because we went to the gun shop, yeah? And do you know what else they're able to do? So basically there's a law that if you feel threatened in your own house, on your property, in your car, and maybe something else, you're able to.
I thought it was if you feel threatened in general.
It might be.
You can shoot to kill.
You can shoot to kill, man.
Yeah, shoot to kill.
Just like that.
And you can
off.
unload your whole clip. It's only when you reload a new clip and start shooting, that's when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because now it's like
you're not allowed to shoot them in the back. That's the other thing, because they're running away.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. So already when we've pulled off and we've heard all this, and man's just went, like, got the straps and this, that, we're already like raw. Yeah. And because we booked an apartment and we didn't, there was no hotel, and you go here, you go there, you go. Well, it wasn't. It's like, bro, look, like, it's the equivalent of perhaps booking a place in London.
What part of London?
It's a tricky one. Bro, do you know what? Yeah, I would say Brixton, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I would like, but look, Brixton ain't Brixton no more. Yeah. But look, it was one of the more urban sides. Yeah. We think, but we're not sure, because the cultural diversity in Houston blew my mind.
Yeah, you can go down some roads and it'll be totally different.
Hear this, and I think this is a good representation of Texas or Houston. Yeah. So the first night we went there, the first night we touched down, bearing in mind they're 5 hours behind us. Yeah. So we touched down at, like, I want to say 5 o'clock their time. Yeah. But it was 10 o'clock our time. Yeah. So we're already. So by the time, so there was the thing called the rodeo, right? Which is like, it is what it sounds like. It's a rodeo. Like, literally, they have people roping cows and everything like that, or roping bulls, and little kids riding on sheep, and just that kind of, like, pure Texas stuff.
It was cool, though.
You think, which was cool, right? Yeah. But what they do is, that week was spring break.
Yeah.
It was spring break. So spring break is just the equivalent of half term.
And everyone was dressing up in cowboy hats and everything.
It's a big thing.
It's cool, man.
For that week, right, they do an event called the rodeo. And for instance, the rodeo starts at 6 or 7. Might be 2 hours of roping bulls and all that, and everyone there cheering, wearing cowboy hats, boots, everything like that. And then it turns into a concert at the end. And you've got the biggest stars from Houston, America, like, all around, which was sick. And we went to the opening night of that. Yeah. Paul Wall, Bumby.
Managed to get tickets last minute.
Resale ticket, fully sold out.
Yeah.
Man, we touched down.
You was ready to go to bed.
Well, this is what I was kind of working up to, yeah? Bro, I'm glad you done it too. Yeah. You pushed me to go. But by the time we were about to go, because we went proper late, it was 9 o'clock their time, yeah? So it was 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock? Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning our time, before we're even going out. And we've been up. Yeah. Because we started early that day to so I'm like, bruv, like, fuck this. You couldn't find tickets. It kept not going through, Anyway, listen, I would have been so upset had we never had that experience.
Yeah, oh, that was good, man.
Because it was amazing. But going back to it, the cultural diversity of the actual stadium, right?
It's huge.
Bro, it was like, it usually can take more than Wembley. I think it usually does 90,000 people when they have people on the floor. Yeah. Like, you know, but I think it was limited to 70,000 people.
They said
because of COVID or something like that.
I thought the whole stadium was 90,000, and they said that's an extra 30,000 on the floor.
I think it was 70 plus 90.
Okay.
Plus 30, sorry. Yeah. I think. But regardless,
Yeah, it was a huge stadium anyway.
And I would say, going back to it, and bearing in mind, this is like rodeo, kind of what you typically kind of say is a white kind of sport or whatever. It was so diverse. I would say it was more than 50% black.
Yeah. That's what I was actually thinking as well. I thought it was just gonna be like loads of like white people there, cowboy hats. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like the minority.
Yeah.
We weren't.
It was, and you know what? It was so good to see. Yeah. It was black people, Mexican people, whatever people.
It was everything.
But all embracing it.
Yeah.
Like deep, like everyone cowboy boots on. And this wasn't no joke. Like they're paying hundreds of pounds for cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and everything.
I was very shocked that Bum B opened it.
Okay. Oh, you thought he should close it?
No, I just thought that I didn't know that he was so big. I knew obviously he had a match because that's where he is, but I didn't know that he was the guy over there that everyone.
Bro, this is the thing.
So that's a mad scene like that. I didn't know that he would be the one to open it up.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, you see America, and probably other massive land masses like even Africa. Maybe Russia. I know not Russia's ain't got a whole amount of people in it, but you can be stars, in America, and we never heard of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can be stars in American states. Yeah, just a state. Yeah,
what was that guy that came on, Little Kiki?
Yeah, but now we're saying this, but people will know.
Yeah,
but people from Texas will be like, you don't know.
They will say that to us.
Yeah, let's put into perspective. Texas is 5 times bigger than England. Yeah. And, you know, for instance, a man like Giggs, all right, cool, had 1 or 2 hits that broke in America, so maybe it's the wrong person. I don't even know who to... AJ Tracy. The superstar in his own right in the UK, yeah?
Over here, yeah.
Bro, you say AJ Tracy, anywhere outside England, bro, you think man's heard of him? Yeah. Same in Texas, but everything, but five times. So you're 5 times. So you can be a megastar. So there's it was really cool seeing the culture. But going back to it, it wasn't like when the rodeo bit finished and the concert started, the white people left and the black people, it was never, it was the white people spitting Bumby's bars word for word.
Yeah, it was sick.
Wearing cowboy hat, like it was mad. And I was like, it hit me then. It hit me that, and I know I might have been looking too deep into it, but you see, like, and again, I keep using black people as a thing, but I know that's a sweeping term. People of color, let's say, because I know it wasn't only African Americans. Do you know what I mean? But they have a heavy amount of African Americans over there. Yeah. But it hit me that we've had black people, I'll say black people, and Asian people and that kind of thing, from probably heavily from the 50s, I think it is, the Windrush generation, they come in after the war to help rebuild things, right? So the cultures side by side have only really been happening for 70 years.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it's right, but in America, they've had slavery for hundreds of years. They know the black people and the white people are more connected. It felt like that. It felt like the scene, the cultures are more entwined.
At that moment.
At that moment.
Yeah.
And maybe we've seen it wrong through
I don't think they are
glasses.
like that in general.
Someone told me the racism, that happened, it is racist, but it's very behind your back racism. In England, man, I tell you like more time, fuck off, you this or you that, you know, where it's behind your back. But from the face of it, everyone seems to just be connected. Yeah. Like, you know, which was wicked. Anyway, that was a real like interesting kind of, and I guess a concentrated kind of realism of the cultures that we were about to see.
That was a very good night, man.
It was memorable.
Yeah. It was surreal as well.
Yeah.
Like,
it didn't feel real.
Yeah. I don't know, when we first got there and we saw like the kids on the sheep running and all that, I just thought, where's this gonna go now? And when the concert happened, I was like, oh.
It was mad.
Yeah, because it just hit the right time. It was getting a bit dark. The light, I was like, oh, okay.
And the place was shaking.
Yeah, it was lit. It was lit.
Because when everyone's spitting the same bars, you remember Big Pimpin' come on?
Yeah.
Big Pimpin', massive down.
Sitting sideways, all up in the
like everyone spitting the bars.
Nah,
apart from me, because I'm like, I kind of know the thing, but you were spitting the bars like shit.
I didn't really grow up on like the London scene that quick. Like when Dizzy Rascal came out, I wasn't really. It's only Kano that helped me get into the London scene. So I was really on like the American scene a lot. So I knew Blackpool War and all them. Like I used to follow all them. So when I saw all them, I was like, this is sick. Yeah, that was a big scene. Man.
No, it was a lot. It was a lot. So that was a mad introduction. And then the next day we copped the whip. We copped the big. What was it? I can't even remember what the hell. AMG GT 53.
What's this?
The Mercedes.
Okay, yeah,
we got the Merc.
Yeah.
But it was then that same night, I think we went out to our first club.
Yeah.
In the hood.
That was
Mr. X.
That was a good night.
Mr. X. So that club was a bit mad. We should be talking about cars, really, shouldn't we? Nah, fuck it. The club was mad because same way talking about guns, yeah. You know, every man in there is strapped.
Yeah.
you know what the crazy thing is, yeah. You know when you get to the club door, yeah. And the bouncers are wearing balaclavas and got straps on their side. Yeah. You can't even see the bouncer's face, yeah?
You know,
that's when I was like, bruv, you know when your jeans are a little bit too...
Yeah, where are we?
Your jeans are a little bit tighter than everyone else is around. I was thinking, shit, they know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking like a snack.
That was mad.
But anyway, it was interesting to see the culture.
But I think the security there's police officers is not on their shifts.
We went to a few clubs and there's active police inside the clubs, which again was mad.
Yeah.
But again, reassuring. But at the same time, if man start capping off, I don't want to be caught in a crossfire.
Trust me, it's mad.
It's mad.
That night anyway, I think that was all right night.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
But we didn't get back till late.
Yeah.
And I was hanging the next day. And that's the same time. So the next day...
We went to after party, didn't we, that night?
Oh, my God. I just remembered.
You remember now? Yeah.
You know what he done to me, guys, yeah? So I was finished.
The thing about me, I never get tired, really.
I was finished.
I just go.
Bro, when I get to a certain time, it's home time.
Yeah.
And I'm going home, yeah? So we left that spot at like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah? I was drunk. I was ill. We got on an Uber. We hopped in an Uber. And you know like you do, you fall asleep, yeah? So I fell asleep. And then the Uber's like, yeah, you're here, yeah? And I woke up and I thought, you know when you wake up and you've been asleep for maybe 20 minutes and you're that drunk, you wake up and you're like, I'm about to die. I need to get to the front. I need to hit the bed. Tried to get up. I looked up, bruv. We weren't home. We was at a next club. I was like, no. Why did you do this, bruv? Why? And it's like 4, nearly 5. Bro, I swear the sun was starting to come up here. And I'm like, bro, no. Why are we here? Next thing, we are in the hoodiest rave I've ever been in. Americans, like, the club was black.
That club was a little bit...
Just black, man.
That club was nuts. That club was more
They
nuts.
made me feel white, yeah? I felt like a white English boy who shouldn't be around these kind of people,
That club was a bit more
shoulder
nuts.
to shoulder, we're in the hood, with man.
I don't know where it was that day.
I couldn't tell you one tune that come on. Yeah? Bro.
All I remember from that night is just you eyeballing me like through the whole night, like, bro, why are we here? Let's go. And I'm just like, nah, it's all right in it, but I was drunk. I was gone.
But I was so upset. And you know what?
But then one tune, a few African tunes came on.
Afro
and we were dancing.
No one knew them.
No one else doing.
No one
else
moving.
danced.
Everyone's like,
yeah, what is this? They just wanted to hear their American stuff. Yeah.
And the drinks out there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. $40 for 2 drinks, bruv.
Yeah.
Woo! Pocket got burnt. Anyway, listen, after that night, or should I say morning, or whatever it was, we had the whip. And the idea was to actually go out and film we were going to film our a review.
First video, yeah.
A review. And we went and ate something. I couldn't eat nothing. So I said, bro, I need to go back to the apartment just to chill. And on the way back to the apartment, that's when we pulled up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the man,
the slabs.
The slabs.
Slabs, yeah.
All the slabs just there. And
that was weird as well. Like, what's the odds of us just seeing them?
Yeah, it was weird. And that's why I was like, because we had our camera equipment too, because we was meant to film for the car we were in, I was like, bro, let's pull up.
Yeah.
Didn't realise bro, you're pulling up on the block to other man's things. Like, this is a lifestyle, these slabs, yeah? These men are serious. I've hopped out the whip, yeah? Walked up, they must have thought, like, because it's like us pulling up in Brixton, yeah? Like, oh, not Brixton, but the ends, with some weird accents, some weird guys who's all happy-go-lucky saying, can we film your cars? It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
That's how they were like, though.
Yeah, they were.
The first guy you talked to, he was cool.
Yes, the first guy I spoke to.
He was all right. He was like, but I tell you what, when he said that, so basically, Jamie jumped out the car and then we just pulled up and just asked basically, like, we can just like film the cars. And then the guy was like, yeah, cool. But then he was like, yo, it's the baby shower though. So, but he said, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was someone else's baby shower.
Yeah, that's when I felt weird.
That's when I felt weird too. I thought, bro, this ain't that kind of party, bro.
But we stayed.
We stayed. Yeah, and I literally had to ask because I didn't know, bro. I didn't want to disrespect it when I'm talking to the camera for one, because I knew that there's a potential that people from Houston would be watching this video. So I walked up to one of the brothers there and I was like, bro, what do you call these cars? Like, what are they called?
He stared you right dead in the face.
I said nothing.
Said nothing at all.
I thought I'm about to get shot.
Just looked at you.
Yeah. I thought, bro, we're about to lose our cameras and the whip. And you know what the mad thing is?
My life.
Yeah, exactly. And the mad thing
cameras.
is, bro, we pulled up in $100,000 whip.
Yeah. So again, that goes over my head because I'm just like, are we just in the car?
We're just in the car.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, you pull up in a foreign, that's a foreign out there, because you know all the cars on the road were mad. Yeah. Like American cars. Like, you saw the foreigns now and again, but when you're in that, you're doing something all right, or you're a shotter, or you're doing something, do you know what I mean? Like,
back to the guy just staring at you.
Yeah.
Dead in your face. And just said nothing.
Yeah.
But a scary moment, bro. Because he didn't say nothing. He was ice cold.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at his pals to see if that was what everyone was on.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were on that. No. I just think he was very confused as to what we were doing.
I don't know what he was on.
But anyway, we met the other fella. I can't remember his actual name, but it's something like Straight Up Jayhawk or something, Hawk, on his Instagram or whatever. And he was a cool guy with a gold car, wicked guy. And you know what? That interaction there was all that I could have hoped for.
That was a good video as well.
It was.
Yeah, he was very chatty.
Very chatty. And do you know what? I love the scene. And I love to see the different scenes out there. Because, again, even if you come to the UK and you went to a car meet, you're not going to see all the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, because you've got your show and shine, the cars that are just parked up on the air ride and just look lowered and look nice. And you've got the cars that go out drifting. So there's all different scenes. And obviously, their scene is that slab kind of car, that low rider vibe. And it's just completely different. You know what I mean? And it's completely different to what we have in the UK. So seeing that and being a part of it was amazing. And unfortunately, it didn't get the views that it deserved, in my opinion, which I'll go into now, and I'll say I think all the videos so far didn't get the views they deserve. But that's me. That's my ego, and that is me being biased.
It goes back to what you said at the start. You said like people that are really into cars, they know the scene.
Yeah.
So you're not going to really get many views, then, are you?
No, I think what it is like, look, Officially Gassed is a channel where people subscribe for 1 or 2 or maybe 3 different reasons. It's usually my car features, it's the drag racing, or perhaps on my own builds. So when I do something a little bit just out of the box, some people ain't clicking.
But don't forget the 4th reason. Because you got man's girlfriends waiting for me to come on. To get me.
I should just put you in the thumbnail, all of the pictures.
Listen, I'm here for all of you.
What James don't know is my demographic is 99.99999% males, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know what one female is watching this, but James is there for you.
But that little percentage, I'm here for you.
Okay, there you go. He's here for you. But yeah, man. Look, and moving forward then to the event, 4-day event. Now, because we've been speaking for so long before we even got to the event, I'm not gonna fly over it too quick, but I'm just gonna kind of set out how it was. So as I said, we get to the event the first day. The first day is a test day, in which the cars get to test, so they can just do free runs down the strip. Not free, as in number 3, as much runs as they want, basically, I believe. And also set up their equipment. As big teams, it's a serious thing. Like, you know, if these cars break during the event, they need to be able to be fixed.
Yeah.
For the next round of qualifying or knockouts or whatever it might be. So these are a serious thing. And so when we got there, we saw the severity of the situation. And I think that's when we suddenly thought, oh shit, yeah, this is going to be real hard to capture everything. But anyway, we kind of worked it out. We met Javier and the boys from TRC, and we basically got to know the place. And it was on that first day, the test day, when not all the teams were there. Like, a quarter of the teams maybe were there. We thought everyone would be there on the first day, but it was more so the roll racing guys or the really eager guys for the drag racing, because it was the roll racing for the first 2 days. Yeah. So really, if you're a drag racer, you don't need to pull up until day 3, really, because that's your first day. We walked around, and the program was basically for us to find certain teams, link up with certain teams, follow their progress. And we're like kids in the candy shop. Or I am, just walking around. Fucking hell, look at the size of that turbo. Look at that, looks mad. Hey, mister, can I follow your build? Like, you know what I mean? And they're like, who the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Who are you? Like, in the UK, in the car scene, most of the time, people kind of know who I am because of, like, they follow my channel or whatever. So when I kind of rock up at a car meet, like, you know, although I'm still polite, I'll introduce myself because I don't expect everyone to. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of the time, if they don't know me, maybe someone around knows me, and it's cool. It's easier. The interaction's easier, if that makes sense. But when you're a no one out there, as in, not saying I'm someone here, but you're completely unknown out there, should we say. You're walking up to someone and trying to say, can I follow your build? Now, it's like, for one, why the fuck do you speak like that? For 2, who the hell are you? And for 3, why am I going to let you follow my team? Yeah. Like, because a lot of people are very secretive. And also, because it's such a highly pressured environment and people don't know if their build's going to last, it's like, okay, cool, you can follow me, but if my shit goes wrong...
I think that was more the thing, though.
You're just going to make me look bad?
Yeah. I think that was more the thing, like, oh, we don't even know if, like, this car's going to do... Yeah, I think that was more the thing.
And that's the problem. But look, we did find a good group of lads, and we didn't try to overdo it, luckily. But even so, I felt like I was an annoyance each and every time to every single person when I was like, can I turn my GoPro on? Can I open your door to just touch the GoPro? Because it's such a highly pressured environment. But let's just talk about some of the cars that are there. Like, again, you weren't really aware of the levels. It looked mad. I'd imagine
the speeds that they were going was just crazy.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
The sounds of the cars, you know. But for someone who is into this and knows like what it takes, well, I guess I don't know everything what it takes to get some of these builds to the state they are. But when you see the levels out there, it's absolutely mad.
Wait 1 second. I think. Did I just pull something?
Speak.
Hello.
You pulled something. What did it just pull out? You could pop it back in because it looks like that is pulled out a little bit. No, you didn't. I can hear you. Speak on the mic?
Yeah. Hello.
James, come on, mess up the whole thing, mate.
My bad.
But yeah, basically the levels are levels upon levels. And whereas, for instance, in the UK at a streetcar event, in, let's say, Santa Pod, because we only really have one really competitive or proper drag strip in the UK, which is crazy, right? They have hundreds out there. Not hundreds, is exaggeration, but they have a lot, right? Anyway, you might see on a good day 4, 5 cars that make over 1,000 break in the same place. And and it'd be over 1,000 brake, but it won't be much over 1,000 brake more time. There might have been 200 cars maybe competing. I would say none of them, or 5% of them were probably under 1,000 brake horsepower. Most of them are over 2,000 brake horsepower. Yeah. So it's just an eye opener. It's just crazy, and you almost get lost in the source.
Did you know this before you went there?
I had been told what to expect.
Okay.
By Javier, he was like, "Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy." Yeah. So, and then when seeing it in real life, it's crazy. But again, it's a concentration of all the craziest cars from all the American states. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, getting into it, it was hard work. It was hard work, tiptoeing around teams, and I don't think they meant to make us feel that way. And perhaps I was putting that pressure.
It did get to a point where I was like, "Yo, let's do our work."
Yeah,
let's just
yeah. You were that voice. I'm too polite. You were that voice. To say, Jay, you need to do it.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, just do your thing.
What's the worst they can? I mean, if they say no, just get somewhere else. There's so many of them.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you don't capture them from the beginning, the story's not there.
Yeah, I get you.
So you kind of had to get it dialed in. And don't get me wrong, I will say this. I'm not going to say exactly who. And it'd probably be near on impossible to see from the videos that would have went out. But there was a team that did make us feel very unwelcome.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, yo, just go.
And I was very, very close, which isn't me, because we had put so much work in surrounding them, I was very close to saying, look, if I can't go too much into it, in fact, but I was very close to just putting the video out and having a negative ending to it on that team.
Which I wouldn't have blamed you if you did.
Because I think they really tested us.
Yeah.
And perhaps it's because they was like...
In the end, I felt that was just his personality, though. I don't think he was doing it on purpose.
I don't think so. And do you know what, right? What I will say is, with that, I hold no hard feelings. Because at the end of the day, they still let us follow them.
Yeah.
And in the end, we were able to complete a video.
Yeah, he was cool in the end.
Yeah.
He was cool.
And I think it's just pressure. You know what I mean? So
to be fair, he was under it. He was under so much pressure.
It was pressure.
So...
But what was also scary is, going in with these teams and meeting them on the first day, and again meeting some of the drag racers on the first day. But you pretty much you had filmed all the cinematics on their car, all the everything and chats and everything. You spent hours, right? You wouldn't actually start filming them to the third day, and you wouldn't complete a video until the fifth day, and the fifth day including the first test day, right? So you have started a 5-day process with a team, worked all this time. You don't know how it's going to end. Yeah. You don't know if you're going to end the video.
Don't know if they're going to break down or what.
You don't know if they just cut out and say, and you can't even end the video. So we spent, I think it was...
But that did happen to us.
It did happen.
Yeah,
it did happen. So guys, there was two videos that you'll never see because it just didn't go to plan. The cars, like some of them break during testing. And they can't get them fixed, And we spent.
And one time we didn't even know where they were. Because obviously the place is so big, and we was like, I swear they were camped up here. And we was looking around thinking, nah, they've gone. Yeah, they're not here no more.
And I think they physically were.
That was the end of your video. That was it.
Luckily, I took my GoPros out of the whip.
Yeah.
But saying that, it was an experience, and it's a learning curve too, of how things work. But all I'm saying is, we went out there. That was the main objective of the holiday. It was day 5, and I think we had, let's say the morning of day 5, and we had 2 completed videos. My head's about to explode. I'm like, bro, I don't know how, it's worrying. This is the craziest shit ever. I'm at the craziest event ever. People know I'm at the craziest event ever. We've been putting in 16-hour days each day or thereabouts, and I've only completed 2 fucking videos.
You were stressing.
I was dying.
You were stressed.
My legs hurt, my head hurt, it physically and mentally draining.
Yeah.
And bro, this is the thing. This is again why I got to rate you. Yeah, is because if I was put in that predicament and I didn't love cars like that, and it weren't my thing. You know what I mean? It would have been hard for me because, bro, you were working, bro. You were there. You were working. We were on job.
I was enjoying it though.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I think there was one day where I think it was a day when we was going to go to the
racing after. Night racing.
And I was on to go. It didn't bother me.
We actually did go.
But that day there was long.
Mad shift.
We woke up early.
Yep.
went to bed late.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go for longer.
Yeah.
But that was a shift.
Well, let's put it
That
into
was a
perspective. That was a mad shift. But for people who don't know, Baytown, we were staying in Houston. Baytown is about an hour away from Houston, where Houston Raceway is. So we got to Houston Raceway every day for about 8:39.
Yeah.
But you need to get up, breakfast, travel, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting up every
And
day.
he was trying to make me miss my breakfast and everything. Like, I gotta eat, man.
Bro, you're making me eat McDonald's breakfast every morning.
I need to eat something.
In the end, we started going to Randall's.
Yeah.
Started bringing our,
Randall's.
like a pack lunch. But that was a spot.
lifesaver.
That was a lifesaver.
That was like
Yeah.
the little £3.
Yeah, you got the little that kept us
Yeah.
moving. That kept us moving because the
was a-
food on site was a bit mad.
Yeah, that was dead.
Yeah, that was a bit mad. But anyway, so we're up early, 7 o'clock, in the car by 7:30 or whatever, traveling. Blah blah blah. We ain't leaving the event till about 10 o'clock at night, and it's an hour drive home.
Yeah.
And we got to eat dinner on the way home.
It was long.
So for those 5 days, it was that repeat, and basically shout out to. I feel terrible now.
Shark.
No, I know that Shark Eye
TV.
Shark Eye TV.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Google that. Google that.
Because he was cool, man.
So this is another thing about the event. Like I went there totally not expecting anyone to know who I was or anything like that. And shout out when we were on the strip.
Shark Eye TV.
Shark Eye. All right, guys, go give Shark Eye TV a follow right now on YouTube and follow up his Instagram, Shark Eye TV, on both of them. He is from New York and he does street racing. He captures street racing.
We can talk about.
Go on.
Remember what he said to us?
Go on.
We can talk more about that later. We can talk more about that later.
Yeah, shout out to, bro, I feel terrible. What is his name?
Oh, his name. Let me see.
Check out his name. So this guy is like New York, like, and he embraced me, like he was like, he saw me, he's like, oh shit, officially gas, like, you know, I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then we told each other about, like, sorry, he told me about what he does and that, and now we're fully dialed in. So he was the plug. You got his name? No. All right, bro. So sorry, but anyway, he was the plug. He was like, I'm out here, I'm filming the event, but also we're going street racing at night. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. So let me know when this, that, the other. And he's like, yeah, we're going to talk about that later. That was his thing. He probably don't even know. That was his thing. He's like, we're going to talk about it later. I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, you know what I mean? But let's talk about it, though, because we really need to know. Like, you know what I mean? One of them was like,
we never talked about it.
Yeah, we ain't talking about it. Let's talk about it. He's like, we don't talk about Fight Club. Like, that kind of thing. But I was like, all right, cool. Anyway, now he was a sick guy. He's a proper, humble, really, really nice guy. Anyway, him and his brethren was, there was the other mixed race guy. Has got his own channel. Can't remember what his channel is. Yeah, but anyway, they gave us a drop now. Come at like funny. 10 o'clock at night, yeah? He gave us a drop on my phone. He's like, yeah, it's here.
Yeah, here's the spot.
All right, cool. So we're Googling it now, yeah? It's an hour away, yeah? It's an hour away in the wrong direction, yeah? We're still at TX2K after the dirtiest shift at about 10 o'clock. So you're like, fuck it, let's go, bro. I'm capturing the street racing. We get to the street. I feel so sorry saying this to people because you're never going to see this because we just, it's all my bad. So anyway, we get to the street racing spot. Cars start pulling up, taking them off the trailer and all this, yeah? I'm looking at the time now, yeah? And it's like 12 o'clock at night.
It took so long to get going.
Yeah. Nothing was popping, yeah? Bare people there, nothing happening. And I'm looking at the time.
Oh, and just one thing, all the street race was all the people that basically got knocked out.
More so, yeah. It was more, the people, yeah.
Anyone got disqualified, knocked out, that's where they would,
pulling up to do it on
it
the
was
street.
going down.
And do you know what the thing is, guys? Like, they pull up with trailers on the whips, take off a drag car, and they're about to do this on the street. Yeah?
Like, if you're a police officer, it's bait.
I don't know how to...
like you're having a street race here?
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to get baited.
Yeah, bait.
Anyway, so we've pulled up at the spot, and someone said to us, it ain't starting for like another 2 hours. Yeah. More time, the calculations are going on in my head. 2 multiply, subtract the 3. Bro, we ain't getting home if we leave now until 3 in the morning. Yeah. And we got to wake up at 7 and do another day like we done today at TX.
I was down. I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, you were.
You know what I mean, just for your content, let's go.
Bro, I was like, you know what?
But it did make sense to leave.
Yeah.
It did make sense.
And what happened in the end? They didn't start racing until 5 o'clock in the morning, bro.
That's long. And then we
5 o'clock.
And then we had to obviously catch the content for the next
day that we've been following. So it was all mad. So anyway, honourable shout out to him. And also, I will at some point be going to link him in New York, hopefully. Yeah. You're definitely gonna bloody come, and we're gonna capture the New York street racing scene. Yeah. So we're gonna do that too. So that's on the cards. But massive shout outs. But long story short, TX2K is a madness, and I want to talk about the videos that I dropped after. As I said briefly, that I don't think perhaps they were given the flowers that they deserved. But again, that could be ego. That could be also my demographic. It could be what people are used to and what they subscribe to on my channel. But also, what I really think it is I think it's so far removed from your norm. and what is actually realistic in the UK, which is my biggest kind of viewer basis, that people can't connect with it. You see a 3,000 brake horsepower car. Wow, that's crazy. You're clicking on that first video. You see another one, you've kind of seen it. And I'm never having a 3,000 brake horsepower car. You're not having you're not going to have one. The people watching at home probably ain't going to have one. It's all a bit not real now.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect. Do you know what I mean? So I found with dropping the big power video, like no one even cares. The story of the Nissan 240Z, the orange car.
Okay, yeah.
Best team we spoke to out there, apart from AIM Performance, because that their family. Shout out to ES Motor UK. Nicest team we spoke to. Welcoming, followed their journey from the beginning on a random one all the way up to them winning TX2K. Didn't even know it was going to happen. Broke the world record and won TX2K. In my eyes, what a journey. We captured everything too.
And nice guy. That was a nice team.
Lovely guy, lovely team. No views. No one gave a shit. And then it's like, and that thing was 1,900 wheel horsepower.
Yeah.
And then that one made me think, it's just a disconnect, bro. There's just like, there's fast cars and there's just, this is a game. It's a PlayStation game now. It's not real.
Yeah.
You know? So I opened my eyes about that. And I think I've still got to try and work out what works for the channel and what doesn't. Because people are getting numb when it comes to power figures too, which is a shame. But everyone wants to see something new and this, that, the other. And I spoke about it the other day on my Discord on Gas Gang with some people. And I find that what it used to be is, all right, cool. So Jamie's in a 300 brake horsepower car. Let's see how he reacts to that. Let's see how it drives. Oh shit, this week he's in a 500 brake horsepower car. I'm going to click on that. Like, you know what I mean? Next week he might be back in a 300 brake horsepower car. But it's kind of a different setup. People would tune in. But now, James got a 700 brake horsepower car on the channel. Oh, fucking hell, I'm clicking on this now. And that keeps going up and up and up. But once I've dropped that 700 brake horsepower car, people see me react to it. The next one I drop, you've seen you in a 700 brake horsepower car before. So going up and up and up.
They want to see higher.
They want to see higher. It gets to a point where I've got like 2,000 brake horsepower cars on my channel. And you've done it now, Jamie. So you get another 2,000 brake horsepower car on the channel. You've kind of seen it. It's kind of been done. Where does it stop? So people get numb to it too. Like, you know what I mean? There's only so much, oh shit, this is new. Like, you know what I mean? That people will click. And that I feel has messed up YouTube in the automotive scene a little bit. Because now it's all about the bigger, the better, the crazy. And it's the number that gets people to click. But there's a limitation of what the UK scene and the world scene has.
Do you need to reset it then and go back to the bottom again?
I think so. I wouldn't say the bottom, and I don't want to disrespect the 300 brake horsepower build because there's applications where 300 brake horsepower is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, however, I definitely think the car scene needs a reset. Their mindset needs a reset. And I guess it's only us YouTubers to blame because we've been showcasing the craziest builds where it makes a crazy normal build look like a normal build.
So how do you feel about the videos that we dropped already? Like the numbers wise?
Numbers wise, again, bro, maybe it's ego. Maybe it's the graft that we put in and the feel that we were at that event. And we felt the emotion.
It was mad. It was crazy.
We smelt the emotion. We lived it. It was crazy. We were in this world of madness.
Yeah, it seems mad.
But how do you give that to the audience?
How
and put them in your shoes?
Yeah. How do you project that atmosphere on the camera?
We traveled 10, 11 hours to get to Texas. It was a journey. It was a build-up. How do you project that? You can't. You can, but you can't. You know? So to us, I feel like it was a madness, but I don't feel like it had the same connect for the UK audience anyway. Don't get me wrong, people watch the videos, and I'm not turning my nose up at 100,000 views or whatever because there's a lot of people.
Is there anything you would have done different besides like bringing out? Obviously, like I feel like a bigger crew and not bringing me.
No, I'd have definitely brought you. 100%.
But I mean, like,
I don't even think next time
the camera work. Like,
I don't even think next time. Like, do you know what? Next time, me and you just like we're gonna link up the day before. Because that's all I think it needs. A day, maybe a couple of days, and we're just gonna have a little play with the camera and just say boom, 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 boom. So we're more in tune with it.
So you don't feel like you needed more guys like TRC?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But do I think it's real? Like, do I think that's achievable? No. Because I'm not going out there and paying 5 people's tickets to get to Texas and keep them. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's unreal. Like, when you're coming out with me, you're my boy, innit? Like, we're having a holiday either side of that. We're enjoying each other's companies because we enjoy each other's company, and we're also in between it, putting in a little bit of work, which is what I love to do anyway. Do you know what I mean? So that was the vibe. And I'll probably do that again. I know you're thinking, fucking hell, Jamie, employ someone, yeah. But bro, like on the reals, yeah, like I would only take one more person out maybe.
Yeah.
And whoever comes out, like they're working with us. Like it's not a jolly. Like, you know what I mean? We can have fun either side.
See, I want to go to the Tokyo scene.
Yeah. Come on, give it to us. All right.
I want to do that.
I want to do the Tokyo drift experience. But to tell the truth, yeah, I think I do too. I think, look, bro, we spoke about this.
That scene will get more views as well.
Yes and no.
You
We think
so?
that.
I think it would.
But bro, I thought going Texas would do a madness.
Yeah.
And it didn't do the madness I thought it was meant to do. But listen, bro, look, I'll be real. Let me take it back. The views the video's got, I can't turn my nose up at 70,000 views, 100,000, 70,000 people.
Yeah.
It's just a number on screen. That's 70,000 people or thereabouts. Yeah. Or 100,000. I think the biggest video to date, I'm not sure when this is dropping, but like, let's say what it is today, would be the 3,000 brake horsepower GTR, which I think done 220, 230K. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, you know, but you'd hope for, I'm going out there, we had the best time. Yeah, icing on the cake would be a mil on a video. You know what I mean? And it's just not going to happen. But again, it's a learning curve. But would I do it again? Yeah.
I reckon the last video though, we had fun in that one.
We had fun in it, but I don't know.
It will.
I don't know.
It will.
Well, look, we can actually talk about that. We don't need to because people hopefully would have seen it. If you ain't seen it, go back. It's when we finally rented our American muscle car. And you drive it and you nearly fucking killed us, bro. You didn't nearly kill us, but bruv, like this is it. This is it. Going back to the beginning, whatever. Going back to it, and you know, talking about like certain man ain't built for or ain't in tune with a car like that to be driving it fast and trying to do the little madness. You know what I mean? And that's when I think it highlighted it perfectly on camera. You try to drive that and literally nearly putting us in a ditch.
Bro, it was all for the camera, man. Don't listen. I had it all under control. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't.
I'm trying to help the cause, man.
Do you know what's so funny though? Yeah, straight after it, is that camera still bloody recording? Yeah, is it? We've been waffling for a while. Like, I'm worried that we've been talking and the cameras is switched off 10 minutes, an hour ago, and never recorded. We've just been having a. Do you know what? It's been a good conversation. Fuck it, it's a nice recap anyway. But I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Okay, cool. After you nearly stacked it, and I'm like, bruv, come out the whip now, it's my turn, I hop in the whip, do the crappiest burnout driving away, and then tear off on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, that's right. I'm on the wrong side of the road for like the whole road.
That was a bit mad.
You know what I mean?
But the roads out there are crazy anyway. Like, remember when like the
horrible. Horrible.
Scare electrics.
Who I want to know who designed the Houston roadways?
Yeah. It's stupid.
That is mad.
It's stupid.
Like, I feel like I know I'm a driver. I'm in tune with roads and following sat navs.
Like, there'll be like 3 right turns. Like, which one do you take?
Yeah. That's literally, and there's turns on the left. So you're on the highway or whatever. Bro, man, you can take a left and a right.
And there'll be like 2 rights.
There'll be 2 rights.
And you're like, which one do I take?
Like 100 meters away from each other. Boom, boom.
To be fair though, I feel like I was alright at that.
You were better.
Which
annoyed me.
I was just, because the sign said where it was going.
Do you know what was funny? Do you know what I just flagged up?
Yeah.
Do you remember on the way back from Texas 2K, like every night we were just trying to grab a quick meal?
Yeah.
And we went to the Popeyes.
Was it?
Popeyes?
Popeyes
chicken.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And I had the bullet on the...
Bro, all right, wheel it back.
All right, sorry.
You see when you're in America, and you're in the hood or whatever, or you're driving back the freeway, you can't just turn off the freeway.
You don't know where you're... Yeah.
But we just turned off the freeway because we saw a Popeyes, so we drove a little bit off the freeway. We pulled up at this place, bro. The Popeyes, guys, do you know the thing you speak to when you make the order? Someone had shot straight through it. It had a bullet mark straight through and everything smashed.
We're going back home to Brixton and end up in Stonebridge. Like,
literally. Pull up to the server bit, bars on the windows.
Yeah.
Then we suddenly realised, there's bear man lurking around the whip. There was bear man lurking. That had no good reason.
What was funny was your order. Because you ordered stuff. I can't remember what you ordered. Let's just say you ordered some chicken strips or whatever. And she said, we ain't got that. And you was like, you know what? Just give me the burger.
Yeah.
And then we went round, and she was like, "What do you want again?" He's like, "The burger."
Yeah.
We ain't got the burger.
Yeah, I know. I was like, bro, I'm not even trying to argue. I'm watching man clock us, and 2-2s. We're sitting there in $100,000 whip.
Yeah.
In the hood, man's lurking, looking around, like kind of scoping. I'm like, bro, just lock the whip. Lock the whip. Act normal. They're taking long. We were the only ones there.
Yeah,
we set an order round at the fucking gunshot thing. And we pull up to the window. They're still asking us what we want.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just give me anything. and I
I
want
wanna
to get out
of it now.
And then what are you telling me, bruv? Like, so when we're pulling away, yeah, once we got our food, you're like, bro, take a left. Bro, we pulled onto, we're trying to blend in, yeah?
Yeah.
We pull out onto the wrong side of the road.
It happens.
And go,
Listen, don't do this.
It don't
Because who's the best driver out there? Like, just drive. No, hold up. Let me finish. Let me land. Just navigating the roads. Come on, be honest, bro.
you was the best co-pilot in that respect, bro. You were the co-pilot. You were the best co-pilot of the whip.
I was alright navigating the roads, bro.
You could navigate slightly better than me. I'll give you that one.
But I was in Dubai for a while, so I knew like the other side of the road. So I was.
That was his story the whole time.
That is true.
I was in
though,
Dubai.
bro.
I used to drive on the wrong side of the road.
It's true, though, bro. When you're driving out there for 3 months.
When I was in Dubai, I had a car like this, Jamie. I know how to drive these, man. We used to kick the arse end out on these, man. 2-2s, we're nearly in a bush.
Real
On the
story.
first attempt.
True stories, though, bro.
Yeah.
You can't
that
take away
worried
from
me.
the facts. No cap.
That worried me. But yeah, I think, look, all in all, what else did we do? Bare panic rooms. That was quite interesting.
NBA game.
NBA game.
That was wicked.
We was like, when we were out in America, or what I wanted to do is I wanted to try and embrace as much, because we're off the beaten track. It's not like touristy. I wanted to do American shit.
Yeah.
First time I've ever been to America, I want to be doing American shit. So the NBA game.
That was wicked.
And funnily enough, like, so obviously you've got the Houston Rockets in Texas. There's a couple of other Texan teams, but Houston Rockets, I think, were the big name. They're the shittest team in the league right now, which was mad. Who did they used to have who played for them who left? I can't remember.
What's his name again? Rose? Is it Rose?
I don't know, bro.
D Rose? Am I wrong? I don't know.
No,
Could be wrong.
who knows? Anyway, they had a big player. And when he left, the team just died. Anyway, so we went there, and that's such a nice vibe, man. It's not a big arena.
No. 20,000 people.
Toyota Center, was it called? Toyota Center?
Yeah, only 20,000
Like,
people.
holds 20,000. What's interesting is they play 3 times a week, innit?
Yeah, something like 3-4 times a week. It's
3
mad.
times, yeah. So there was only probably about 5,000 people there.
Yeah, it wasn't
Innit?
that much.
It was mad, but it was small.
Such a vibe.
Such a vibe. Like, it was, bro, like you were even saying, like, this is where you'd want to take a girl on the first
100%.
date. It was such a, like,
On
vibe.
the first date, that would be wicked, because you have your little bar there as well.
Yeah.
It's just unique to your little section.
Yeah.
It's nice there, man.
It was a nice vibe.
And the thing about it, you don't have to like football games. So I went like the other week to West Ham. We lost as well, but anyway, just had to let that out. I'm still in heartbreak, man. But just like a football game, you have to turn up there kind of early at the start. But people just rocking up like.
Oh, we got there 5 minutes early. 5 minutes before.
But people just rocking up like halfway through the game, because it's just chilled there, really.
Yeah.
You just go, just kick back, celebrate, go and get a beer.
That's it. And also the so again, I mean, so the environment, like, that you're in, you know, when you go to a football game, it's everyone's singing the chants, it's a bit mad. There it was just chill.
Yeah.
There's no hooligans out there, bro.
No.
There's no
So
hooligans.
chilled.
And that's why you could probably take a chick there.
I don't think there was no away fans though, as well.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
Because America's so big.
Yeah, so big, you're not gonna
and they
fly.
play like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
times a week, 4
Yeah,
times
it's
a
not-
week.
it's
Why
not
am I
happening.
flying to go and see this? So it was like, it was a bit weird. But it was cool.
I just like one thing I did like about it.
And they play all the music and all that.
One thing I do like about it, like the interaction they keep with the crowd. Do you know what I mean? Like if
they
the
tell you to boo the
other
guy
team
and
has the
everything.
ball, they tell you to boo or whatever. Like there'll be like a boo monitor.
Yeah.
Or like even when it's like half time or whatever, the quarter time, whatever you call it, like they keep you interactive with like little games and that. It just keeps you going. Do you know what I mean?
It was wicked. It was wicked. So, no, do you know what? Like, coming away from that, a massive shout out once again to TRC. I'm not even trying to lick their ass. Just thank you for even inviting me and giving me that experience. I don't even know if they're going to be watching this, but it opened my eyes. And it's great to be a UK YouTuber representing in America in their scene. And I feel privileged to have had the opportunity to do it. Anyone can do it. Anyone can go. But with a platform like mine, to be able to kind of bring like my core subscribers that kind of content, I feel privileged to have been able to do it, live it, and bring that to people.
We had front row seats, man. That was cool.
Yeah, we literally lived it. We were on the strip. Our shoes were getting stuck to the thing and getting pulled off. And
What's wrong with me holding the camera up, doing a selfie with the car behind me?
what do you mean?
Remember when I was holding the camera and I was getting a car behind me? You were
You're
saying
a
that's
bit-
not cool, bro. That's not cool.
James is a little bit touristy. You know when you're there, yeah, and you're trying to beat, like, bro, we're there, we're on the strip, yeah, we're trying to. It sounds a bit stupid, isn't it? But listen, I'm on job, innit? I'm there capturing the realness.
Yeah.
James is all there with a selfie, like getting, you know, when the car's launching, man's got like a 2,000 brake horsepower GTR and he's there smiling. He's like that, watching the car go off. And he's doing bro, you basically come across like an uncle on holiday, bro.
Oh.
That's, to me, I was looking at this, I was thinking, look at his uncle. Look at this tourist. Look at, he don't even know what's going on, man.
I'm just going with the vibe.
I'm like, in back of my head, I'm thinking, bro, like, it was hard to get these passes, you know, to be able to be on.
Oh, it's embarrassing, man.
I was not embarrassing. I was like, bro, come on, let's just show some expertise, some professionalism, bro. Nah, but you know what, like in hindsight, look, at the end of the day, I've got to say once again, you know me, when there's pressure on, I can be snappy. Yeah. And I can expect you to know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm on edge.
Yeah.
So I was like, at certain times a little bit snappy with you, but looking back at it, I'm glad you just done your fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm always like, I think things should go that way, and if it don't go that way, but I think we worked that out after like the first night. We had a bit of a row, or whatever, and it was like, right, cool. I need to learn to let you do your thing, and you need to learn.
You know what you got like, upset about? Because I was just trolling you when we pulled up at NASA, and I was like, oh, you're such a bad driver. Such a bad driver. I was just trolling you. Obviously, you're not a bad driver.
Do you know what it was?
Just getting annoyed.
Do you know what it was? At that point, yeah, I think I had got a little bit annoyed at a few things you had done before. There's accumulation. So when you're saying that, I'm just getting snappy.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. It's stupid. And I think at that point, it was probably that night, I think we had a bit of an argument.
Yeah.
And it was after that, I think everything was blessed. Because you was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to fucking be that guy who's expecting you to, like, do everything I'm thinking.
I think it was one more thing as well. I think when we saw them guys at the slabs, I went to the what do you call it?
Oh, the meat.
Yeah, the meat.
Yeah.
And you asked me something. You was recording. You asked me something, but I don't know what to say all the time. Like, because you put me on the spot, innit?
Yeah, it's hard.
So you're like, so I'm still getting used to
this world.
Yeah. So when you put me on camera, like, yo, bro, this is crazy over here. And so like, I'm just like, like, it's mad, isn't it?
It is weird in that respect because I'm so ingrained. In it, like, you know what I mean? And then it's like,
you do it naturally.
Yeah, I do it naturally, but because it's my program too, it's like in my head, I'm like, all right, it needs to go this way. Like, you know what I mean? So it's weird. But anyway, bro.
And the thing is, I get, like, I don't know if you noticed, but like, the last video we did, that felt a bit more natural when we just like, okay, we can turn the cameras on, bam, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, even this feels a bit like
this is the best. This is the best. It's a conversation.
When I'm just allowed to just be myself and just like whatever, then it just works. This is why when there's a structure to things, it's like. Oh,
and I said that before. I said like videos, they're sick, but they have a certain structure to them. Yeah. It's not like it's fake. It's just all right, cool. We're gonna speak now. We're gonna talk about this now, and we're gonna do this. But with a podcast, bro, it should be just having a fucking conversation. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it's just natural. It's off the cuff, and it's cameras are rolling. We fuck it up.
That's the best way.
You know what I mean? And that's the best way. And that's why I love these podcasts. And this is why I miss it, actually. And having these conversations, I miss it. Because how often do we ever sit down and talk to each other face to face for an hour and a half, for 2 hours? How often do you speak to any individual unless you're having a mad heart to heart because something's happened for that kind of period of time?
That's true.
It's therapy.
But I feel like you didn't want me on for a long time because, like, I got no filter. I might say the wild thing.
I just, do you know what it is? As I've always said, I've always wanted you to be a resident on here. You and my boy Elliot. People probably know too, our boy Elliot. But none of you are car guys. So we're gonna have to work out what we're gonna talk about. You know what I mean? Like, we can come and just talk shit, but it needs direction. Do you know what I mean? And it's finding that direction.
No direction. None.
Yeah, but that's a problem though, bro.
Let's just go.
I feel like if we're gonna come in and talk, it needs to be topical in some way, shape, or form. What that might be, who knows? But this is the thing: you're gonna be coming back on. People know you from the channel. This is an introduction to you as a person, I guess, or your personality or whatever. But moving forward, I definitely need to get back on these podcasts. But you saw the setup before we come. Like, what people don't understand is a bit of a setup involved in everything that goes on. Not an excuse, I know. But, you know, it takes time. You know what I mean? And usually, you see we're having this conversation now. The way I would structure it is after we've finished our 2 hours or whatever, someone else comes in. Do you know what I mean? So it's a thing.
So you do that 2 podcasts in a day.
Yeah. But that's sick. And I love it. And I just really want to get back into it, if that makes sense.
You gotta make time, man.
I have kind of made the time.
But you gotta make time for gym as well. Bro, I've been saying this,
You don't think the people have been watching these biceps, bro?
Yeah, but it's not about bicep, bro. Everything.
But the chest too, bro. Come on. Everything. Do you know what happened to me the other day?
Go on.
So I was in the gym, and for the longest time, so back in the day, I used to train heavy. More time when I was with a man then, because we were pushing each other or whatever. But when you go on your own, you become this for me, I like more maintaining. Let me just try and maintain, just get that so the clothes fit nice, so you feel good within yourself, yeah? So that's what it's been for a long time. Anyway, when YouTube popped up, gym got cuffed to the side for a whole year. And when gym is what keeps you mentally healthy, for me anyway, because I've always been a very active person, and that's taken away from you, it really did knock me in the fact that, all right, cool, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing what I love, but I can't do other things I love. So getting back into it, like this year has been the first year I've now got back into where I need to be, right? So anyway, with that said, I got back on the weights and everything, and I'm not trying to go raggo with it, because I go there, no one's there to spot me. I'm not really trying to call men out. I'm not trying to do nothing like that, bro. Like, I'm just trying to maintain. I'm trying to feel nice and look how I used to look. And anyway, long story short, went in there the other day, and on bench, more so, you know what I'm doing now? 20 each side on a 20 kg bar, just 20 reps, 5 sets, 4 sets, whatever. Might go up to 30. Little one. Anyway, rock up there, And you know when you're walking towards a machine, first thing, just got in the gym, it was fucking chest and tries for me that day. I'm walking in, and I'm walking up to the bench, and I see someone else walking towards the bench, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna still walk to the bench just in case he's not walking to it. I'm not gonna give him eye contact. I get to the bench, he gets to the bench at the same time. He's like, oh, I was kind of using that, or just about to start. You can jump in though, I'm looking at it, he's already got 30 on there, Tall white brother, quite muscular. And I'm like, all right, cool. And he goes, you can join in if you want. He looked at me and he goes, you're all right, though. You can keep up. And I'm like, fuck.
You got to show him.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know if I got this,
to.
Cool, hear this then, So anyway, he hops on there, He reps out the 30s. I think he gets a 10 set, I'm like, all right, cool. So I hop on there, Repping him, I'm thinking, right, you feel all right. I rep 15 of them, I'm thinking, fucking hell, Jay. Like, this ain't your usual vibe. You haven't been going that heavy. That's not heavy. I know it's not heavy, but But then next thing you know, man slips off a 10, puts a fucking 20 on there, So now we got 100 kg, And I'm like, fuck. The last time I repped the 40, was years ago, I just don't even try. There's no point. I'm not trying to do that no more, I'm thinking, fuck, I'm about to drop this bar on my face, bruv, In front of a man that's already, you know when a man kind of says, and you don't really want to give too much of a story.
He did that because you did the 15. You should have just done the 10. And then you would have just been like, all right, cool.
But here it is. He went first. He repped 3 of them, I was like, all right, cool. No pressure now. I was like, because I repped the 30 so nice, I'm like, I'm going to try to get 6.
Yeah.
But I got 9 of them, blood.
On 100?
On 100. On my own, no spot, And I'm like, oh, fuck, the power is still there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But what I do realise from gym, and again, it's probably common knowledge, it's probably stupid to even say it out loud, but if you go and you only train or you neglect other body groups, so muscle groups, and you don't train hard with them regularly, your ability to rep, whether it be a shoulder press, a chest press, is not going to be as good, because your muscles work together. Although they fully won't, like for instance, your biceps won't fully be doing work when you're pushing, because it's more so a tricep and chest kind of thing. If your biceps are strong, they connect better with everything else, and everything runs nicer, if that makes sense. And I've been doing I've been hitting all the muscle groups consistently. So when I come to bench it, I think everything was just working. And I know people are laughing, only 100. 100 used to be my 10 set.
Yeah.
That used to be my first set. Boom. But I used to be able to get 4 sets of that.
On what?
100.
What, 10?
10s.
When?
Ask Elliot, bro.
Yeah?
So we used to rock. Yeah.
I'll ask him.
Bro, and I'm going back 10 years.
Okay.
10. I've been training a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? When I wear a tight top on YouTube, people are like, oh, Jamie's been hitting the gym. Fuck you know, Jay, you've been hitting the gym. I'm like, right, I'm going to
ask Elle that one still. I don't know. Respectfully, I don't know.
Why are we saying?
No, respectfully, I don't know.
Because the mad thing is, I only weigh, shit, you know what, I put on a bit of weight, lockdown and all that. But these times, when I'm repping that, I weigh 70 kg, bro.
So, to be honest with you, the way I train right now, I don't even look at what I'm lifting. But I don't lift heavy no more. I don't even lift
There's no need to lift heavy. You're trying to fucking get an injury. Bro, this is the thing. I used to rep shoulder press, fucking 34s and all that. Got the man behind me. All right, I'm going to try the 38s now. And then fucking my shoulder hurts for 4 months after that. Bro, there's no... You guys, you do not need to train heavy.
I don't train heavy.
Do you know what? I just try to keep it within my limits.
Yeah. Just don't
Be
force
consistent.
it. Like, just do what feels good, innit? Like, honestly, I don't even really look at the weight. I can't remember the last time I bench pressed.
I gave up bench pressing too.
press
I was doing more just the dumbbells, just whapping it out like that. But you know, you got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I like training with you because you're on a madness every time, but I can't. You do very high intensity.
So we trained in the where we were staying. We had a gym in our building, and we went down there one day, and it was just high intensity. I don't know. You said it was high intensity. I just go from.
It doesn't have much structure to it. You know what you're used to.
I just go from session.
So, for instance, like normal thing,
workout to workout.
and I don't think it's a problem with your workouts. I think it's really good coming from someone you get into a fucking a routine, right? But most people go in, they'll do 3 sets of that, 4 sets of that, move on to the next one.
Boards.
You'll do, all right, cool, we're doing 9 sets of this one.
Yeah.
No breaks in between. Because you, me,
go.
putting on 30 kg. Bro, hang on, you saying you don't train heavy no more? You fucking train mad heavy.
No. But that's when I say heavy, like before, I used to have, like, I knew what I was pushing. So like bench press, you'd be like, okay, I'm doing 140s today. I want to do 1 rep.
You were sitting 140s?
I did 150s.
Well, 1 rep?
1 rep.
What's that? That's 3 plates. 3 plates and a 5.
Well, I'll quit maths.
It's 50.
Whatever. I done 150, like 1 rep. Right. But that was the max. Never, ever.
Yeah. But you're a strong fella, so.
But what I'm saying is like, before I knew what I was putting on. Now I don't. But I can't do like 150s no more, 140s no more.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you trying to do that?
I don't want to.
What are you trying to become?
Like, honestly, I'll stop at like 100 now.
Yeah, but that's
I don't.
What are you trying to
really
become?
even.
It depends. There's people who want to be fucking wham.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to maintain
You have to eat bare food and all that.
and be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's when the gym takes over your life. For me, gym is a pastime. It's a bit of a chore.
But when we went gym, you went sleep straight after. You was like, bro, I need to sleep. Like,
Bro, man nearly killed me. That's the thing, because it was high intensity.
Yeah.
You know when you're repping weights more time, you're not out of breath.
Yeah.
You know, after that, I was like,
my mate showed me that still. When I trained with him, and he was just going from exercise. As soon as we finished one exercise, he was already on the other one. And I was like, wow, like this is mad for me. Like, come take a little break. Literally, I was like you. I was like, well, no, use this gun.
Yeah.
So now I've trained like him.
but I don't find that way of training extracts the best out of me. I feel like I need a little bit of a break in between so I can come back on. My muscles have had the time to fucking relax for a second, and I can hit the slightly heavier weight than only get a few reps of that weight.
But now
Or a lighter weight,
Now you're going back to heavyweight then.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, but when we're talking heavyweight, bro, I'm not trying to break records. When when I go to, all right, today I'm whapping another 5 on it to see if I can. I don't do that.
I like it when the lightweight feels heavy. That's what I like.
Yeah, but you got to
like,
do many
why
reps.
does this feel heavy?
You got to do many reps of that.
Yeah, this is dumb to me.
But when you was doing it, you was doing heavy and you was just doing a madness. But I think you switch it up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks heavy, but to me, it's normal. It's not heavy. I'm not trying to sound like I'm that guy.
Come on.
I'm not trying to sound like that guy. But
Arnie.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't feel heavy to me.
That's good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what's your goals with that though? Like,
I just want to
just be cool.
Yeah, I just want to
be cool. Feel nice.
I want to look good when I'm naked, bro.
Bro, blood, no, mate, too deep, bro. When I tell you this is a 99.9% male audience, there's someone out there who's probably resonating with you, bro. But you lost me at that one. But nah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
man, I just want to maintain it, man.
You know what, bro? Look, we've been fucking waffling for an hour and 38 minutes. Do you know what?
Has it been that long?
An hour and 38 minutes. I've got time. I can see it.
Oh.
I hope the cameras are still rolling, blood. But anyway, listen, I don't even know what I'm going to say. Or more to say. But so much more. I could sit here and speak for another hour about what happened in Texas. And that was generally why I kind of wanted to get on, just have a recap.
You know what we haven't touched on?
I feel like we're missing it.
Yeah, the roads. Like, we did touch on like how the roads were crazy, but like, you know when we was doing like our reviews on the cars?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
it's still straight
roads.
Yeah, you can't turn a corner.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a corner, it's a left turn or a right turn.
Yeah. It's a straight road.
Yeah.
There's no country lanes or nothing like that.
No, not in the parts of Texas we were in anyway.
No speed cameras.
No speed? Bro, there was speed cameras.
We got flashed that one time.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
Go on.
Do you see that Tesla video, yeah?
Right.
Bro, we got flashed on it, yeah?
Yeah.
And,
I remember, yeah.
and
Yeah.
the camera picked it up. Like our cameras, I cut out. Didn't cut out, but I just because I didn't want the comments.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the speed camera flashed.
That was that one time though.
But where did it come from, bro?
I don't know. That was, I think, as soon as we came out of the what do you call it? K2.
TX2K.
Yeah, TX2. Yeah. And we flashed this right there.
But, bro, I feel like we weren't even going that fast. At the time, no, in fact, at the time it flashed us, we weren't going fast. I shit you not, we weren't going fast. And it flashed us.
Don't know.
But that was the only speed camera.
I think we saw it flash someone else.
Yes.
Unless it was just flashing. I don't know.
Nah, it definitely flashed us. When we went by, it was like, boop, boop. And you know how I could tell? Because, you know, it was on a gantry overhead, yeah? And when we went under it, we had the pan roof.
Yeah.
You could see it go,
yeah.
I was like, oh, shit. So I had to do some trickery just to kind of...
But in general, they don't have cameras.
No, they don't. No.
That's all.
They don't.
I mean, and we found the link when we was going home. The taxi guy, remember?
Yeah.
He was like, yo, we could have drove tanks.
Yeah. It's always like on. So basically, the Ubers out there. Oh, hang on. Let's talk about Ubers. Hang on. I'll quickly finish this. So the guy on the way taking us home to the airport was very well connected when it comes to the scene and everything like that.
I wish we met him the first day.
Yeah. Instead, we didn't, which was a shame. However, were you not intrigued that how many female Uber drivers there was?
Yeah, there was a few.
Yeah. And you don't see that, and there probably is. Yeah. But it seemed like an abundance. Yeah. You know.
And one was started up a YouTube, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, a travel YouTube. She was German. She moved from Germany when she was quite young. Yeah. She lived in Texas. But yeah, Texas is
I liked the Uber drivers that were like knowledgeable. We had that one guy who was like, yo, bro, where are you from?
Yeah.
Houston. Yeah, but where's your family from? Houston.
Yeah.
So where's your background?
Houston. Where's your heritage?
Houston.
I'm from Houston.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas. I'm like, bro, your skin is like brown.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, where's your ancestors from? Texas.
Yeah.
All right, cool. The conversation ends here. But no. Also, what I want to say is, like 2 weeks for me anywhere as a holiday is usually, all right, cool. It's a bit over. It's time to come home. And I feel like it was the same out there. I feel like, although it wasn't a holiday as such, we treated it like a bit of a holiday.
It was
like
a business holiday,
a business kind of trip, holiday. And I was ready to go home, like when we left. And I think like for a week after, I was like, yeah, fuck, I'm home now. It's good. Let's get back into it. After that, bro, I'm missing it, man.
Yeah.
I really miss it. I actually really miss it. Like, I fucking would go back this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because there's nothing standout-ish that says why it was a vibe. Perhaps it was just different, and perhaps we had the holiday mindset on that, you know, wherever you are, if you're not working and you know for this set 14 days, you can kind of forget about, although we were working, but just kind of saying generally, like when you're on a holiday, you can forget about your worries and whatever at home or what you have to do. So there's that element of, I think that's why we miss it. Like I miss not having responsibilities.
I just feel like it's just a new place, isn't it? Like just new things to do, restaurants.
Could you live there?
Yeah.
You could live there?
Yeah.
At first I was like, bro, fuck this, I couldn't live here. Because the guns, it's a little bit mad out there. It's a bit too mad. And it's seriously mad.
That's why I can't live there anyway.
Yeah, I think that would be the only reason I particularly couldn't live or wouldn't be too forthcoming to go and say, yeah, I'm moving to Texas. But look, if I had to move to Texas, I'll move to Texas. Yeah. And it's perhaps we put more emphasis on it and we think about it too much because we're not used to it. But guns are just normal out there. Like when we went to the gun shop, they just handed us the guns. Didn't tell us how to shoot them.
We saw the teenagers in there. It's like, yo, I want that one.
Yeah. There was like a ghetto couple in there, younger than us.
Yeah.
Just like, let me see that handgun. I'm thinking, bro, don't give him that handgun. Do you know what I mean?
Don't give him nothing.
Give him
what are you doing?
That fucking gun. Whatever you do. And Manzel can pick the big AR-62. I don't even know what.
What was the rules out there? So when you're 18, you can pick certain guns, and when you're 21, you can pick anything.
Yeah. I think so. I think you can have a rifle at 18.
Yeah.
And then when you're 21, you can fucking buy a bazooka.
And all they do is like just a police check.
Half an hour check.
Yeah.
And do you remember, so we asked them about mental health. So obviously mental health is a big thing. Like, you know, if you are known to be schizophrenic or have like split personality, or you have some sort of a medical background that makes you a little bit unstable, could do mad shit, basically. I asked them, so if someone's got a condition or this or that, the other, just don't give them a gun, right?
Yeah.
They said, we're not allowed to ask.
But yeah, they don't do no checks.
We're not allowed to ask.
I don't know what's going on over there. To be honest, when we had that talk, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be here no more.
Half an hour check.
Yeah.
And it's done. Do you know what? So basically, when we was at that gun shop and we were speaking to the Chinese little fella, he was young. He was probably about 24.
He was serious.
Yeah. I felt like, so guys, he was telling us a story about how he nearly shot someone because he felt threatened. Yeah. Again, and this is going back to the beginning, talking about this open carry and when you feel threatened, you can shoot someone. He was telling us about how he nearly killed someone. He tried to open a clip and try to shoot this and this, that, the other, and telling us all this. And he was one of those guys who would, I shit you not, he fitted the mold perfectly.
Yeah.
The brother's going to go back to the high school and shoot everyone.
He had that thing about him, innit?
Yes. I felt that in that moment when we were speaking to him, me and you, if we leaned over the counter a bit more, could have caught off, get wigged, both of us. I felt like we could have got shot. I
didn't know you felt that way.
I felt that way, bro. He felt like
I thought it was just me at the time.
No, he was one of those guys that got bullied.
Yeah,
back in the day, man got bullied. Now he's got the strap. Yeah,
I felt the same way. I was like, this guy's a
Didn't you see how the way he was moving with his gun?
He did it quick as well. He's like, and he was just holding it.
Yeah.
And it was
but
just...
also the way he's putting it, and he was looking at us a little bit weird and just a little bit sketchy. I felt like if
sketchy is a good word.
Yeah, I felt like if I like tripped and fell over the counter, bro, I'd get two in the back of my head.
What was that?
Yeah,
what was that? We got.
He was like, and I weren't looking to. It was at that point there where I was like, I think we need to leave the shop, bro, because we're around a lot of guns, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a lot of ammunition round here right now.
He was a little bit. Yeah, he was tripping.
I feel like that brother.
But this is why you shouldn't give anyone guns.
Yeah, this is why so many high schools and so many shootings happen. Like it was that brother. I'm not saying he was that guy. Maybe he wasn't, but he gave that vibe.
He could watch this. Remember you. It's going.
You ain't coming for me, blood.
Down.
I'm in UK now. Bro. Come UK and bring your gun. Boy. We get our police on you. We get you tasered up. We handcuff you.
That's Jamie saying that, not me.
We're batting you up. What do they have? The trungeons. Man, I trungent you.
I've got nothing to do with this.
You can't come to England. Bro, the problem is, you see in America, no one can tell him nothing. Because man's wearing a strap on the side, You think you can bully him. You bully him and shoot in your face, and say, I felt intimidated.
Yeah.
Come over here, you try to talk to me like a dickhead and you look like that, bruv. You can't take liberties with me.
He was sketchy.
Like, you know what I mean?
He was very sketchy.
But anyway, it was nice to see the culture, embrace the culture. And do you know what? My general perception of America is, well, I don't think I can have a general perception of America as a big place, but Texas and what we saw was...
Texas was like its own country.
Yeah, it was really positive. It was
14
really cool.
hours to one side.
14-hour drive from one side to the other,
It's massive there, bro. They have their own flags there, everything.
They're the only state that are allowed to fly their flag as high as the American flag. Yeah. And that's simply because they used to be their own country.
They're their own state. They used to be part of Texas, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been part of loads of different places. No, it used to be part of Mexico, you mean?
Mexico, sorry. Yeah.
Mexico.
Sorry, yeah.
And then America. Yeah. And then I think it's been taken over by 5 different rulers or whatever, and I think they called it the 5 flags. I don't even know. I'm not going to go too deep with it.
It's serious out there.
But yeah, man, I loved it, and I'll be back. And I think 23, we'll go stronger. We'll go back with more of an idea. We know what happens now. We know how to attack it. Whether we go for 2 weeks, I'm not 100% sure.
More cameras.
I don't know, man.
More equipment.
There's me skimping out. There's me doing the calculations in my head. Like, I don't know about that, blood. You just gonna have to make do. You done it before, you can do it again, blood. But
Would we stay in the same area?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't got a problem with that. And do you know what? I'm going to give people this, that we only found out on the last day. So if people want to know where we were staying, right? So we were across the road from a stadium called the NRG Stadium, which is a big stadium, a very well-known stadium. And it was made world famous for the wrong reasons. Last year or the year before, Travis Scott.
The Astro World.
So where Astro World happened, we stayed literally at
there.
Astro World. Yeah. So where all those people died on that massive concert, that's where we stayed. So to give people a geographical kind of, I don't know if that helps, but
I didn't know.
We didn't know until the last day when someone explained it all to us, and it was like, oh my god, snap, that's crazy. But yeah, anyway, listen, bro. I think we'll wrap it up here because a lot of talking. Hopefully the cameras, I say, are still rolling. This is my first one back in a while. I'm a little bit digi, a little bit sketchy. I don't know what's what, but yeah, man, it was a wicked holiday. It was a pleasure having you there, honestly, and cool, it was just fun. It was a shout out to everyone involved in that holiday, all the cool people we met, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And to the people at home, the viewers of the podcast, sorry, it's been missing for a long time. I want to get back on it. I will get back on it. Just bear with me. I'm going to bring the consistency back.
Pressure him in the comment section.
Yeah, do you know what? Pressure me, man, because that's what I need, really. I love this. I know you guys really gravitate towards it, so let's get this popping again. Anyone who's got a really good story, like I like the criminal stuff. I love that kind of, that world. Although I'm not in it, I love to hear the stories. Automotive. Anyone with a really good story, whatever. Just get me in my DMs. Officially gas. Get me. And yeah, shout out to you once again for joining us back with this first one.
Props, man. I
could call this season 2, but fuck it now. We're just calling it the OG podcast, whatever season. Season 1 is just the longest season. It's never going to go to a season 2. It's always season 1. And also, do you want to give any socials?
No, just...
You don't even want to give out your Insta?
Nah.
No, not like that.
Nah, I'm just low key, man.
All right, man's
Just
low key.
man.
All right, cool. All right,
I'm on your thing anyway.
Yeah,
so
you're
if you really want to find me, you'll find me.
yeah. All right, cool. All right. Well, people, listen, I hope you've enjoyed today, the podcast. And yeah, man, we'll be back. Shout out to Texas each and every time, TRC, and man like James.
JD.
We out. Peace. Woo!